in the Bahamas?
No, he'll be back.
I'm sorry, let me rephrase the statement. As far as I'm concerned, he can stay in the Bahamas.
I understand.
I can see pissing me off really tore him up bad.
Well, I mean, I could be silly and go, yes, he had to go out of the country to lick his wound.
Yeah, no. You could, but then you ended up on another show.
So I'm not going to.
Watch choice.
No, I'm not going to. No, he was scheduled to be the keynote speaker for one of his sponsors, and they flew him down there, him and his girlfriend.
Really?
Yes.
His new girlfriend. So now he's in the Bahamas telling foreigners how to skirt their responsibilities.
No. It's not about skirting responsibilities.
Yeah, it is. Does Mike sound different?
Yeah, they do. I wasn't going to say it, but yeah. That was just mine.
They've been messing around with something?
Engineers were in here earlier. I don't know what they were doing.
What were they doing, Eddie?
Audio Vault crashed again.
Okay, so the computer that stores all the audio crashed, but that's got nothing to do with the mics.
Yeah, that was the only thing they messed with when I was in here.
Yeah, I get used to it. Yeah. I don't think anybody else can tell but us. All right. Something else I was going to mention, I forgot.
Can I ask about the date last night? How that went with the optometrist?
Yeah.
Did it go good? Did it go good? You liked her? You owe me cash? Anything wrong with her? Well, you do know. Did you like her? Stand on that sign. Why won't you tell me? She asked you not to talk about her on the air? One date and she said, don't talk about me on the air?
I got a better control on my women than you do.
I don't mind control.
No, you don't. You have no control.
Did she go to LeBaron and judge the other night? No.
I don't know what she did.
Because I told her not to. No.
All I know is you got a wildebeest. You can't control her.
She didn't go LeBaron. She went the night I let her go.
How very generous of you. You're going to keep pushing it. You're going to piss her off, and I'm going to get some more pictures of you in the email.
Nothing. Not saying a word. And quit emailing me and asking me what's behind the box. I'm not telling.
Why would I do that?
I'm not you. People are just every third email in the last 3 days. Buddy, I got to know what's behind the box. I'm not telling. And I would appreciate it if you wouldn't.
You may have to explain what the hell you're talking about to people that don't listen to the show 20 hours a week. You just said, what's behind the box?
That's their problem for not listening. But the pictures you put up on the web of me naked, you black boxed them.
Thank you. Stink. Quarter-hour maintenance. Catching people up that don't listen all the time.
Well, you always say you don't care about them.
You want to go down this road today?
No. Are you in a bad mood?
I'm in a bad mood now.
Why?
Well, I come in and I got to fill out. I'm not giving people out my Social Security number. The station is driving me nuts. That's what's pissing me off. I want somebody in here that I can strangle that we won't miss. Try!
It doesn't work here.
Then get me Gavin.
All right. How about Tassos?
Yeah. Tea here?
Yes.
All I know is I walk in, it's like, well, we can't get you paid for all your endorsements.
Right. Because you have to
fill this out and give out your Social Security number to everybody on the planet. Fill this out, and then we'll fax it. I'm not doing it. They're not getting my number. My Social Security number's unlisted. It's not for everybody to have.
I understand.
My business.
You won't get
when I started work, then I'll stop doing spots. You think I'm jacking around? Watch. Open up those great big peepers and watch.
I'm watching. That's the problem with the way they're doing it now.
Well, that's their own fault. When I stop doing spots and they start losing money, then they'll go back and readjust. But I'm not giving out my Social Security number to anybody that just wants to have it because they want it for their tax record. Screw them. Tell them they've lost it.
You're right.
I need to incorporate. Maybe I can incorporate and we just put all our information under that umbrella.
Actually, you can do that. Yeah, if you did it under yeah, that's a good idea. I wonder if ever would know how to do that.
I think it seems like I talked to him at one point about that. Plus, if you incorporate, if you get sued, they got to sue the corporation.
Sure.
You can hide behind that.
Yep. That's a very good idea.
All right? I'm unpissed off.
Good.
Dover's still on the brown list.
Why? He doesn't know what to do to make it better.
He can't do anything. He screwed up monumentally. Gets on the show, bags on potential sponsors. They're not, but he didn't know that.
Yes. And he said he's so sorry.
Well,
he was, like I said, he was physically ill. That he did that night. Because
blood in his stool?
I didn't get stool. I just talked to him.
Ask him next time.
Okay. He gets back from the Bahamas, I'll ask him.
So he's distraught.
He had to go to the Bahamas. He was being paid to go there.
Good. Sure there are people down there that don't want to pay their bills either. And I just wonder, because he was bitching that he couldn't get a rebate from a certain company.
Mm-hmm.
How would he like it if he's calling these people going, hey, where's my money?
I can see where you're going with this. Well, let's for a minute admit that a corporation is slightly different than an individual. First of all, a corporation is not going to get suicidal and kill themselves over a debt.
Okay. I'll let you go ahead and finish. I could stump you flat right now.
Well, they're just going to go.
Just go right ahead.
They're going to, a corporation, if they owe a bunch of money, like Enron, they just close up. They go away. Nobody individually blows their head off.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas people individually do when money is so out of whack and you owe everybody in the world and people are calling and threatening to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. Stomp me now. What's the difference?
Promise is a promise. You promise to pay somebody, you pay them.
You have a point.
Let's say that Infinity Broadcasting is offering rebates on shows that suck.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So you apply for your rebate. You fill out the offending show.
Yes.
And you're waiting on your $50.
Good point.
And you're not getting your $50.
Well.
So you call Infinity and go, hey, my rebate. Oh, we don't have it. We spent it. We have cancer. We lost our job. We slipped at work. We're on workers' compensation.
Well.
We don't have your money. Leave us alone. We are having dinner.
Corporations, who are you going to call? And with the individual, you're going to bug me at home.
Not the point. How would he like it if they reversed did exactly what he does to people? I don't want to pay you. I don't have the money. The law says you got to leave me alone. I'd like it if somebody just kind of reversed that on him.
Again, said it before, his real line is realignment.
We know what his real line is.
Paying people,
yes.
But not paying the...
All I know is when it's flipped around, he don't like it when he can't get his money on time. How very strange.
Stop it.
Excuse me, Infinity, where's my rebate? Leave us alone, we're going to call the police. We can't work, we got sickle cell.
There's federal laws that are in place. Took me a second.
Our kids are going back to school. We spent your rebate money on clothes. Leave us alone.
Okay.
Our car needed repairs. Our wife is having an affair and we don't have time to process your rebate. Go away. There's nothing for you here. Check back with us in about a month, okay? Now, you tell me the difference.
Well, other than the fact that one's a corporation and one's a human being.
No, it's got nothing to do with corporation entity.
It does. We just talked about...
A promise is a promise.
Well,
you promise to pay somebody something, you pay them.
You just talked about incorporating to keep people from bugging you individually, and that's kind of what it is.
That's not because I don't want to pay somebody. It's I don't want to disperse information that ain't none of anybody's business. And just because somebody sticks a form in here and says, hey, fill this out, put your social security number on it, and then give it back to us, I'm not doing it. They can smooch me right in my pooter.
I agree. That's... And then fax it to God knows who.
Yeah, I don't know where that's going.
Or who's at the other end of that fax machine.
Right. In a day and age where identity theft is run amok, I'm not doing it.
I've never worked at a radio station where it was this hard. And we've done this for 20 plus years. And I've never been anywhere where this is this difficult.
I won't do it. Today will be the last day. If they think I'm kidding, get the peepers out and start watching. What is this? I want my finance. Oh, fiance. I think that I goes first. That's it. Go ahead, Melissa.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Yes?
Okay. I just have a question, like advice. I have a boyfriend / fiance, ex-fiance, that I gave him rule number 1. I've learned the hard way about ultimatums, to pick his friends and his family or me, and he left. And do you think there's a chance he's coming back by him avoiding me?
Well, you're kind of scooting past this. What was the argument about?
Him always being out with his friends and not spending enough time with me.
Now, when you say always, you mean once a week, twice a week, every night?
Maybe like 5 nights out of the week.
All right, that's a lot.
The other 2 is devoted to his family.
Okay. Well, he's not spending any time with you to begin with. What do you want him for?
Well, I mean, I love him, and he's funny when he is here.
Yeah. When did you have the fight?
About 2 weeks ago. It was 2 Saturdays ago.
Okay. So he comes in, you start fussing at him?
Yes.
What did you say?
I just told him that he needed to make up his mind who he wanted, because all I wanted was to spend time together, and he left pretty upset because it's like pretty much his attitude was, well, I don't need this.
How long you been dating?
Since May.
What is this? November? Mm-hmm. So about 6-7 months? Yeah. All right? Something like that. Yeah. All right, since May, and he's been spending all of his time with his family and friends. You guys are in the honeymoon phase to begin with. It ain't going to get any better than this. Right now is the best part of the relationship. Now's the fun time. Now's the magical part.
Really?
Yeah. And if he's not spending time with you now, it's going to get worse.
And he disappeared for 2 weeks? You haven't talked to him?
No, not really.
No, he's gone.
What do you mean, not really? Email?
No, returning stuff.
Returning what? Oh, is he bringing stuff back?
No, I took stuff back over there. No, he kept everything I got him. I've gotten him a lot of things.
Oh, you guys don't live together?
No, not anymore.
How long did you live together?
About 4 months.
How long ago was that?
Just recently. He moved out about 2 months ago, but he was still coming around.
So you guys don't know each other for 3 or 4 months. You're already living together.
We kind of knew each other back in the past.
Okay. Well, that makes it all right. My mistake.
It's the second time around.
So now he's got his own place?
No, he's living with his family.
Who's the kids in the background?
Oh, that's my son.
Okay. Hang on a second. I'm going to need a pen. Hold on. Can I write on this? Yeah, okay. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 30.
30. How old is he?
He's 32.
32. He moved back in with his family?
Uh-huh.
Living with family. How old is your kid?
Oh, he's 7.
7 years. Little boy. Okay. And you guys live together after only a few months?
Yes.
A few months. Do you have a job?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, female has a job. Does he have a job?
Yes.
Where do you work that you can be home at 3:30 in the afternoon?
I have banker's hours, literally.
You work for a bank?
Yes.
Okay. So when you say his family, you mean like his mom and his dad?
Yes.
Let me write that down. Okay, and then you took some stuff back, and that's when you saw him?
Yes.
You seen him any other time?
No.
Do you guys have any banking accounts together? Did you open up anything while you were together?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
After only a few months?
Uh-huh.
How much money?
I felt I could trust them.
After a few months?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Banking account. How much money's in the account?
Not that much. I don't keep much in that one. That's more like the bill account money.
Okay.
We're supposed to put our money together in there and
all right.
tear stuff out.
Dollar amount?
Say about $300.
Okay.
I don't keep a lot in there.
No, I understand.
What does he do for a living? 32. Moved back in with mom and dad.
He does, like contracting work.
Okay. When you said he gave all the stuff, he kept all the stuff that you gave him. What all you been giving him?
Jewelry, just stuff that, that I know he would like.
After only 4 or 5 months? What kind of jewelry? How much money you spend on him? Where are you getting all this cash?
Inheritance.
Really? How much did you inherit?
It was $50,000.
How much did you spend on him?
Oh, I'd say about vacation and everything that we took to get away from everybody.
You paid for the... Hold, slow. You paid... Hold on. Vacation. Running out of ink. Vacation. Give me another pen. I'm
sorry.
One second. Wait. Vacation. Slow. Vacation. All right, so... Wait. Shush. Where did you guys go on vacation?
We just took off to San Antonio and Mexico and just... Nothing. It wasn't anything fancy.
No, I understand. How long were you gone?
About a week.
Okay. Week.
Did your kid go with you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. What kind of jewelry have you been giving him?
Watches, wedding band.
A what?
A wedding band.
Why'd you give him a wedding band?
Because he bought mine.
Oh, that's right. I forget. That's how the conversation started.
All right.
Her fiancé.
Yes.
I totally missed that.
Yeah.
Who's been chewing on this pen?
Not me. I'm chewing pens.
I did.
Shut up. I don't know why you left you. All right. How much money have you spent on him?
I'd say about half of it.
You spent $25,000 on this guy?
More or less, with bills and all that other stuff, if you include that.
Were you paying his bills?
Mm-hmm.
Does his family like you?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not his ex-girlfriend.
Oh. Maybe she spent more. Maybe he meant more to her.
Oh, probably.
You ain't known this guy 6 months. You done dumped $25,000. Even by my standards, that's stupid. Why are you blowing all this cash on him?
I don't know, because he was good to me compared to all the other losers I've picked in my life.
Okay. And at what point did he start spending more time with his friends and his family?
Pretty much toward the end.
When the money ran out?
Yeah.
I'm going to date her. Get a number.
What do you want to date her for? The cash is gone.
She got $25,000 left.
Now, she says she spent half of it on him.
Oh.
The rest of it's gone.
Oh, never mind.
Who'd you get $50,000 from?
I said an inheritance.
Okay. Well, who died?
A relative.
Okay.
I don't want to say.
All right.
Yeah.
And what's your fiance's first name?
Billy.
Okay. Is that him on 9? No, just some other guy that wants to be cute? You thought it'd be funny to put him through? That's a good boy. They just cleared him off. So why do you want this guy back? You've done $25,000 on him. He ain't never around. He doesn't want you. He's living with his mom and his dad or his family. He's got no real job. What's the magic?
I love him.
What is it you love?
Well, when he spent time with me.
I love it when chicks go through this. I thought it was just us.
I do. I'm totally enjoying this call.
I just do. I mean, he makes me feel important, when he is here.
Right.
When you're spending cash on him.
Well, not necessarily. There have been times when we've just gotten along. And
what has he ever paid for the whole time you've been together?
Good question.
Hey, when you guys lived together, who paid the rent?
We kind of both did.
Yeah. Who paid it more often than not?
Me.
And why was it, when you were paying it and he wasn't, what was his reason for not dumping the cash in?
Oh. I don't know. He'd stay out with the guys after work and then it's just gone. It's just not there. So
he'd go out and spend all his rent money on the guys?
Sometimes. Not all the time.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds worse than
Oh, no.
what it looked like. I don't know. Maybe I am an idiot.
Yes. And what'd you say you were? Hang on. Let me check my notes. You're 30?
Yes.
Okay. Why is it you think this relationship is going to get any better?
I think people can change.
Oh,
I think
no. Sweetie, he said, all right, I got to wrap this up. Slow down. You want some advice? I'm going to save you. Hey, if you had called me 6 months ago, I could have saved you $25,000. He's 32. He's living at home. He's got no morals, no values. He's not working. He's hanging out with his friends. He's got the Peter Pan syndrome. I don't have any fingers right now because I got a job. He's got the Peter Pan syndrome, and he's not going to get any better. You've supported him for the past 6 or 7 months, and that's it. He's milked you dry, and now he's going to move on. You can want him, and you might get him back for a short period of time if you take out a loan, but he's not going to stay around long term. If you want to hang on to him just to get through this immediate pain, that's fine, but he ain't going to be around long.
speechless. That's what my family tells me.
Well, obviously you have a very smart family.
Yeah, because I said he's just like my ex-husband.
What was the problem with your ex-husband?
He would put in his direct deposits, pull them back out with his card. He would cheat all the time with either coworkers or cute girls that would talk to him. And he just never grew up. He just married me to raise his kids.
How many kids do you have?
Me? I have 3.
3. And you're 30.
3 all by the first husband?
No.
Of course.
Who are the kids?
I was afraid to get married, and when I married my ex-husband, I kind of figured, well, I'm getting older, I might as well get married.
Yeah.
I always figured divorce is so much more expensive. If you don't get married, you can just walk away.
Right. Very, very well thought out.
Yeah, divorces are very expensive, even uncontested.
I can't take it anymore. I'm really trying to be quiet.
It doesn't sound like it's going to stop. Every time you think we've got to the end of all the problems, she throws something else out. Well, I've had 2 or 3 different kids by different people. I thought I'd go ahead and get married because divorce is expensive.
God, you make me sound like really
He's just reading the facts.
Sweetie, I'm not making anything up. This is everything that's happened. All right, let's go back to the phone call at hand, and I got to go. You don't need this guy. Now is that we've said this before, and I'm going to stop being flippant for a second. You got to break this cycle of picking losers. I don't know why you're going from loser to loser. Maybe it's all you deserve in life. I don't know. But if you want to stop the cycle, you got to stop picking these guys with the same qualities. You got to stop supporting them. You got to stop giving them cash. If they're going to love you, they're going to love you for you and your 3 kids. But you're not going to. Screw it. You're going to have to pay them. There was no way out of that one. I just realized she's 30. She's got 3 kids. You're going to have to pay them.
3 kids by 3 different guys.
Did she say 3 guys?
I think so.
Well, we know it's not all by the same guy.
No.
I think it's nice to hear a chick go through that.
Yeah. That's sad. Really, really sad.
So she takes the 25 grand, half of the 50. Hold on a second.
You even imagine.
Yeah, Keith?
It keeps getting better and better. She gets 50 grand. She's got 3 kids, and she spent half of it on some bum and didn't put any money away for college.
Yeah, everything should have gone to
her kids.
Yeah.
So now she's living probably in an apartment with 3 kids working banker's hours with 3 different daddies, no money for college. So we're going to be supporting them later on. Right?
Absolutely. Sooner or later, she's going to be waiting in line in Lancaster for free housing, and one way or another, you and I are going to get to pay for it because she keeps making dumbass decisions.
God bless America.
That's exactly what's going to happen. Or she's going to declare bankruptcy, and I get to eat it.
Possibly.
Somebody else that can't pay their bills because they had too many kids and they don't want to make the right decisions, and then I got to eat it. Because you know when somebody declares bankruptcy, somehow or another, I eat it.
How do you eat it?
I haven't decided.
No.
You don't think when people default on credit cards or whatever else, you think they just go,
No.
We certainly won't pass these expenses on to anybody.
No.
We'll just eat it.
Credit card companies build that in. They know approximately how many people are going to default.
Right. And if people didn't default, that wouldn't be built in.
True.
Some chick on TV today, you can declare bankruptcy online now. Did you know that?
I did not. You're kidding. You don't have to go to court?
No. There was some chick, there was a story on Channel 8, and they talked about declaring bankruptcy online. Some big, fat, ugly chick, 5 kids. And if I understood the story right, declared bankruptcy twice. Can you do that?
It has to be 7 years apart.
Okay, well, then
years,
I didn't see the story right. And they didn't call it bankruptcy and reneging on all your debts. They called it getting a fresh start. You're starting over. Forget the people that you effed around. Forget all the people that you owed money to. And you know what? You don't always owe money to corporations. I had people I've loaned money before and they declared bankruptcy.
I have to. Or just disappeared.
Yeah.
That one guy we both gave some money
I
to.
went and got the money from him. I know who you're talking about. He wrote me a check, and I went and left it at the bank. I went, if that fat bastard ever deposits any money and it'll cover this check, call me.
You got your money back. I didn't.
I am so sick and tired of people doing all this stuff, wanting all these things, and they don't want to pay for it. They want somebody else to pay for it. Or they want to go wait in line for free housing and bitch because it's going to take 2 or 3 months to get on the list to get free stuff. I'm sorry the government can't move quick enough for your lazy, deadbeat ass.
It's true. I thought Everett said it recently got harder to declare bankruptcy.
Obviously not if you can declare bankruptcy online. Now, I'm sure there's still, parameters that you got to fit within.
Sure.
You can't just fill out a form and go, hey, I want to declare bankruptcy, and somebody at the other end goes, okay. Looks good.
Well, with Chapter 13, I know it's a payout over 4 or 5 years. You repay most of your money, especially in the IRS.
What is Chapter 7? Liquidation? Yeah.
Yeah, they liquidate your debt. You don't actually lose anything.
Oh, you don't?
No.
They don't take your house or your car or anything like that.
Screw that. The only upside is you can't buy anything for 10 years on credit.
Mm-hmm.
I understand if people get in a bind because somebody in their family got sick, probably like Brumley's wife.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to get in a bind because he had all these medical bills, and you do what you gotta. It's the people that go out and buy a bunch of stuff, and they don't want to sell it because they don't want to change their lifestyle. They want to make excuses. They want to buy Benjamin Dover's book to find out how to skirt their responsibilities.
Stop doing that. Please.
Why?
That's really not the thrust of the book. The book is to get collection agencies off you and reassess your financial situation.
Okay. Why are these collection agencies crawling up your ass?
Because you didn't pay your bills.
Thank you.
You're right.
It's not the collection agency's fault that you didn't pay your bills. If you paid your bills, they wouldn't exist. I know this is not taking a popular stance.
No, it's not. And it's not taking one that
And if I'd never been in dire straits.
You've never been in dire straits.
Did I live with my dad?
That's not dire straits. Do you have money?
I did that you gonna listen?
Yeah.
I did that so I wouldn't get in a position where I couldn't pay my bills.
I understand. But you had money. You've never really... This is coming from somebody who's gotten down to the last $20 when I was raising a teenager.
Okay.
When I was sick and didn't have a job. It's frightening, and you've never been there.
My legs came off.
Jesus.
Your turn.
I forgot. No. I can't top that. No, but I mean, it's very, very frightening. I was raising a 13-year-old kid, and I had no job.
Who wanted to go to Europe?
Europe. Didn't even ask. Just handed me the form going, we need to put a deposit in. For what? It's a Europe trip.
Yeah. So you think you can sit out on the corner a couple extra hours this evening?
In a way, it's a good thing he had no concept of how bad things were. 'Cause things were really, really bad.
No, you need to know how bad things are. You don't walk around when your dad's got no job and no voice and going, hey, I need to go to Europe. You need some form of reality to kick in.
It didn't work. I mean, month to month, somehow, I swear to God, I still don't know how we made it through those years. No job, no chance of a job, because nobody's going to hire anybody that can't speak.
Mm-hmm. But you sold stuff, you got rid of things, and you made do so you didn't default on any bills.
I did.
Okay, that's what people should do.
I got in credit debt. And
did you get out of it?
Yeah.
You paid off?
Uh-huh.
You declared bankruptcy?
No.
Okay.
I'm at zero debt now.
There you go. You did the right thing.
It's frightening. You're making the minimum payment every month, and it's so over
I'll
your head.
give you frightening.
What's frightening? You have never known frightening. You have really never known. Have a kid or a wife depend on you, and you got no
difference.
Ask Dan Lewis. You can tell you frightening.
You walk home at 3:30 in the afternoon, no job. You walk into your dad's house where you now live. He's on the phone.
Yes.
He's smoking cigarettes. He ain't got no shirt on. He's wearing flip-flops and blue jeans and his great big engraved belt. He walks in. He's doing scratch-off lottery tickets. You walk in. He says, hold on the phone. My loser son's here. What are you doing?
He didn't say that. My loser son is here. He didn't say that to you.
Then you sneak back to your room and you stay back there for 3 or 4 months.
I understand. That's depression. That's not frightening. Frightening is when you got $20 and you owe $500.
I was back there in the bedroom so long there was time you couldn't even see the carpet. It was all covered with tissue.
No, that I believe. You didn't. You never got low on cash. You had paychecks. The TV station we worked at used to have to hunt you down and make you cash your check.
So?
You had money.
I didn't want to lose that buffer.
You had money.
I'm just saying.
You're right.
Thank you.
You always said cash. It's scary.
Do we need a break?
Please.
Rattling 30 minutes about nothing.
Nothing. People face this all the time, especially now in this economy. I mean, people are laid off from American Airlines.
That's why I always throw money in the bank. Always try and have stuff extra. Even when I wasn't making crap money, I would always shove stuff in there just in case. So I wouldn't have to work for somebody and do something I didn't want to do because I was afraid of losing my job.
You're right. You've always been very responsible that way. You also never had kids and family and all that stuff.
So what does that mean? Your life is more valuable because you had kids?
No, I'm just
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying if I'd had that money that I've spent on kids over the last 18 years, I'd have a Batmobile too.
No, you wouldn't. You'd still be a pathetic sidekick.
Jesus. Okay, wait, got a point. I hate it when you're right.
No, I see what you're saying. You probably have $500,000-$600,000 just sitting in the bank with nothing to do.
That's when you see how much money you've spent, and I don't do it very often, but every year the state sends you a report of how much money you've paid, and it make you sick.
Okay. All right, you did say break? Please. All right, then we'll come back and we'll start news.
This is Russ Martin. The 2003 Russ Martin Show Police, Fire, and Military Parade posters and DVDs are on sale now at russmartin.com.
All right. You ready to do the news?
Yep. Okay.
Let's see here. Here he comes. 3:52. J.D. Rhines on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. Brought to us by Miller Lite and by Geico Direct.
This hour of the Russ Martin Show is brought to you in part by Miller Lite. Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
And by Condoms to Go. Eddie will be there Thursday, November the 13th from 11 till 1 o'clock. That's on Greenville Avenue and Lovers Lane. Condoms to Go with free lunch. It's Tuesday, November the 11th, 2003. Leo DiCaprio is 29 today. Clovis Flockhart chick, the skinny one.
Got it.
39. Demi Moore turns 41 today. A jury delivering a stunning verdict of not guilty in the murder case of cross-dressing New York millionaire Robert Durst.
Shot a guy, cut him up, they let him go.
3 minutes in the Galveston Bay. Durst was on trial for the shooting death of his 71-year-old neighbor, Morris Black, whose body was chopped up and thrown into the Galveston Bay. After 5 days of deliberation, jurors decided that the real estate heir did not murder Black, who lived across the hall from him in a low-rent apartment building.
Forget the fact that he cut him up and then skipped bail.
Yeah.
And they caught him when I think he was trying to steal a hoagie and some bandages.
Yeah, a sandwich. And he had $500 in his pocket.
Yeah.
And he was trying to steal a sandwich. That's the weirdest thing. He's 60. He was under suspicion of 2 other killings, testified in his own defense for nearly 4 days. He insisted that Black was shot accidentally during the struggle and said that in the panic, he then dismembered the body. The victim's head has never been found. Durst appeared stunned when he heard the verdict. Yeah. Standing with his mouth slightly open, his eyes filling with tears, he hugged his attorney, saying, "Thank you so very much." After he, there's the sandwich part. $5 sandwich and $500 in his pocket.
Just amazes me they were able to find 12 Eddies to sit on that jury.
That's the strangest one yet.
I'd like to see a lot of the evidence. Just, whatever they had, it had to be overwhelming to make 12 people sit there and go, yeah, there's a reasonable doubt. Just, the fact that he cut him up and he skipped bail, that's a guy with some issues. He's not a murderer.
He's like to work in the prosecutor's office and go home with that one.
Yeah. Slam dunk, look at this. Got a guy, killed somebody, shot him, cut up the body, dumped him in Galveston Bay. We still don't know where the head is. I can't wait to go to... what?
We lost.
Dandy.
All right. Police yesterday issued an Amber Alert. It's still in effect after they say a man armed with a stun gun entered his estranged wife's home in Grand Prairie and took his son by force. Charles Leon Wood, who's 37, used the stun gun Saturday against the boy's mom. Wood was last seen wearing a light gray sweatshirt. The missing boy is 7-month-old Braden Thomas Wood, who's last seen wearing a blue long-sleeve jumper with a teddy bear emblem. Officials say the boy had been the subject of a bitter custody battle.
What kind of emblem?
Teddy bear?
All right. That's not what you said.
Teddy bear. I don't know what I said, but don't repeat it.
No, we can't.
Officials say the boy had been the subject.
I just wonder sometimes, do you slip that out just so you can say nasty words? Mm-hmm. It's like when you call Hillary Clinton, when you call her the C word, and you said it. And we all missed it.
I did.
Because it was true.
I did. Wood also reportedly vowed not to be taken alive and may have made threats to kill himself and his wife. Suspect may be driving a brown sporty utility vehicle, possibly a tan Ford Explorer or Lincoln Navigator. Officials say Wood is a pilot by trade, so there's a chance that he could travel long distances, but they believe he's still in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. What now?
Nothing. Okay. Should be easy to spot that bear.
Stop.
You didn't say teddy.
Okay.
You didn't even get close.
All right. It was a teddy bear. as in Vermont. Despite what's been said in various British newspapers, Prince Charles apparently has no plans whatsoever to go on TV to personally deny that he was once giving sex to a male aide. Yesterday...
Which one was this?
Prince Charles.
One with the ears?
Yes.
All right.
Charles' office released a statement saying, the prince has no plans to make a television appearance and there are no plans to take any legal action. The overall tone is that Prince Charles does want to dignify the rumors with a comment. There's also talk that Charles is showing compassion for the ex-servant who's made the allegations, one George Smith. George has apparently been in and out of mental hospitals for a few years and he does want to push him over the edge. Former servant...
Well, why don't you just come out and say it didn't happen? I'm not homo.
That's what I would do.
I know I look like I'd have to be, but I'm not.
Former servant by the
I'm not even bi.
Would be a good call. Former servant by the name of Simon Solari told London's Evening Standard there was no way George Smith could have witnessed the homosexual encounter between the prince and this male aide because Smith didn't ever have access to the prince. So it's going back and forth.
But they're not going to deny it.
Not yet.
That is the weirdest situation over there is the media gets slapped with bans all the time where they can't actually come out and say what's going on. But they can get on American television and dance around it.
Yeah.
It's a weird setup. Go ahead.
Okay. Larry Flint said he bought purported pictures, nude photos of Iraqi war heroine Jessica Lynch to keep them from ever being published.
Does everybody pose naked?
At some point or another. I mean, everybody's got pictures of somebody.
Not with my head on it.
No. Well, I understand. You're smarter than most of us.
And now that Hilton chick, what's her first name?
Paris
Hilton.
Wow. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Man.
Obviously they were using infrared. Yeah, night vision, because everybody had the weird-looking eyeballs.
It's green.
I watched it last night for a while. You know what? I didn't really get anything out of it.
Why?
I don't know. Just maybe it was the green tint or whatever. I don't know who this chick is. To me, it's just another porn.
Yeah, she's...
up until 2 days ago, I'd never heard of this kid.
I've seen them. They just pretty much do the party scene, her and her sister. And they're both really hot, and so this is the hotter of the two. And they just party. And they're heir to the Hilton family, you know. They'll never have to work.
Well, I'm happy for them, but I never, like I said, I looked at it and went, okay, about 2-3 minutes of stuff, fine, good. Bad lighting, I'd rather watch a porn. At least I know who they are. I don't know this chick from anybody. Who's the guy banging her?
That was Shannon Doherty's husband. I got that story here somewhere. Hang on, I got his name. It was Rick Solomon.
Who is that?
Who married Shannon Doherty last year and is currently estranged from her. Is he some band? I don't even know.
I don't know. Like I had a nice body.
The guy?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Well, she did too.
Yeah, she had a great body. 19-year-old blonde.
I suppose.
Yeah. But, that's on the net. And, of course, the lawyers are threatening to sue anybody that doesn't destroy any copies they have of it.
Why?
Well, they're trying to. They're not.
Don't anybody see it? Don't do it. That's why my head's not in anything where my body is naked. Wait a minute.
I think you said you had one. L.A. took.
With my face and my yank? I don't think so. There's one of me. Now, there is one with me and Terry Weigel.
Okay.
I got that at home. I'm keeping that.
Well, that's a porn star.
I think I'll go home and blur my face.
Jeez. Okay.
Go ahead.
Anyway, Larry Flint bought these pictures of Jessica Lynch. He said, I was offered photos of Jessica Lynch. I purchased them in order to keep them out of circulation, not to publish them. Jessica Lynch is being used as a pawn by the media, so says Larry Flint, and by the government to create a hero who can sell this war to the American people. Flint is no friend of the Bush administration or the Republicans, said the president is using Lynch to justify the war in Iraq. In September, 2 Army ex-comrades allegedly tried to sell topless pictures of Lynch to the Globe, a tabloid for $200,000 that the Globe turned it down. Some reports questioned whether the pictures were in fact even real. We've already talked about Paris.
When is the interview? Is that tonight?
Yes.
Good. Be glad when that's over. I saw different pieces today. From what I can tell, it's going to be a long, drawn-out. They said it was an hour and a half?
Hour and a half.
I can understand why.
Just drawn out.
Not a quick talker.
Oh, I got you. I haven't seen the promos.
All right, good.
We've already talked about Paris Hilton. Lawyers threaten to sue anybody. What else we got? Parenthood is bound to be the hot topic tonight as Madonna visits David Letterman, The Late Show, for the first time in 3 years. Madonna, who's now 45, is the mother of a 7-year-old girl and a 3-year-old boy. Dave, of course, brand new father of a baby boy, Harry Joseph Letterman, born November the 3rd. His mom is Letterman's longtime and seldom seen girlfriend. Her appearance on Madonna's appearance on The Late Show had been infamous since 1994 when she shocked viewers and Letterman by using the F word 13 times. And Kid, what?
No,
okay. Kid Rock says his new self-titled CD, which comes out today, is mainly 70s style rock mixed with a little outlaw country. Kid says, quote, hip-hop taught me so much, but there's only so far I could take it. Blues-based rock and roll just seems wide open. People were uglier then in the 70s, but they made better music. He says, quote, I'm afraid I'm maturing now that I've only rage on the weekends. I look at my parents who are in their late 50s, and they still rock out every weekend. Growing up doesn't have to be so bad. And finally, the audio cut number 1. The Andy Griffith, Ron Howard, Don Knotts, and Jim Nabors will reunite tonight on CBS TV for the Andy Griffith reunion. Back to Mayberry. Cut number 1, Andy talks about the recreation of the fishing hole sequence in the show tonight.
Ronnie and I call him Ronnie. I can't help it. Ron Howard. And I actually got together, it must have been 2, maybe 3 months ago, at the very spot that we shot that scene, and did a recreation of it for this Andy Griffith Show reunion special on CBS on November 11th.
Andy Griffith, cut number 2, says he and Ron Howard get to chat during their fishing hole sequence tonight.
He and I sat there at Franklin Canyon and talked for a long time about the show and what it meant to us and how it affected us and everything. We talked for a long time, and that's the whole first act of the show. Ronnie and me talking about it and then showing little clip moments.
And then finally skip over to number 4. During a press junket for his upcoming movie, The Missing, Ron Howard was asked what his fondest memories of the Andy Griffith Show were.
All the actors got to make suggestions, and all through the first season when I was 6, I tried making suggestions too, but none of them were ever accepted. And on the second episode of the second season, I was probably still 6, I remember I was supposed to walk in, we were doing a rehearsal, walk into the sheriff's office and say something, and then move over by Andy's desk. I said the line, and then I stopped, and the director said, what's the matter? And I said, I don't think a kid would say it that way. And he said, well, how would he say it? And I improvised something, and they said, okay, do it that way. And I still stood kind of frozen. And the director said, what's wrong, Ronnie? And I said, well, that's the first suggestion of mine that you've ever taken. And Andy said, it's the first one that was any damn good. Now let's do the scene.
It's coming up tonight on CBS Television, Channel 11. News and information brought to us by Condoms to Go. Eddie will be there Thursday from 11 to 1 o'clock in Greenville Avenue. I'm J.D. Ryan, live 105.3.
This is Russ Martin. Part of this Russ Martin Show. Your repeat on the overnight broadcast, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. on the alternative talk station, live 105.3.
Let all the music stations fight over who's going to be first to play Christmas music. I won.
Yes, you did.
Okay. We're going to do traffic. Hi, Gail.
Hi, guys.
What do you got?
I've got, just cover the damn thing up, Advanced Laser Clinic and KTXA TV.
All right, your out cue is UPN 21.
Brought to you by Advanced Laser Clinics. For the best in laser hair removal and skin rejuvenation procedures, call Advanced Laser Clinics, 866-54-LASER. 3 Dallas locations, 866-54-LASER. Win $1,000 in cash instantly from UPN 21. Just watch The King of Queens all this week at 5 p.m. Just watch, dial, and win. All this week at 5 p.m. only on UPN 21.
Also by Sonic. Drive into Sonic where you can put chili on anything like Sonic's Extra Long Cheese Coney. Get one now with large tater tots for $2.99. It's not just good, it's Sonic good. On westbound 635 LBJ ramp to go northbound Central, there's an accident. Now they say it's on the right shoulder. That's a little skinny ramp. There's just not much of a shoulder there. Southbound I-45 at Loop 12, you've got some kind of debris in the right lane. Loop 12, Walton Walker at Davis reports of a stalled car. Don't know which way it was headed. On southbound 75 at Melissa in Allen area, there's a wreck on the right shoulder. And westbound I-30 East R.L. Thornton at St. Francis, an overturned 18-wheeler, but it's off to the shoulder of the entrance and right now not causing any big delays. Contact Allstate today for all your auto insurance needs. Just call 1-800-ALLSTATE to your local Allstate agent or visit allstate.com. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Alternative Talk Station 105.3.
Thank you, Gail. All right, mid-60s, still low, warming up a little bit. Cloudy and mid-70s tomorrow, maybe some rain for Thursday. It's 78 degrees now, live 105.3.
Forgot what I was going to what was the email you were rattling off during the break? The bitchy chick.
Oh, yeah. Don't mention my name. Says, tell Russ that he's never been through financial hell.
What's the subject line?
Actually, sent it to me.
Oh, all right, go ahead then.
I can forward it to you.
No. Does it say don't mention my name at the very start?
That's the subject.
All right, go ahead.
My husband hasn't worked in 6 months. I had just had a baby in September. I was forced to go back to work.
So she says to you, don't mention her name?
Yes.
Let me see it.
No. I had to go back to work 2 weeks after I had the baby. Our landlord sold the house we were at rent.
Wait a minute. Why is this my fault?
He's just saying you've never been through financial hell.
I absolutely know what financial hell is.
No,
and I'll you keep, yes, how dare you know what my
I've known what your financial situation has been for years. You've never had to worry about paying a bill or electric or getting food.
But I had to cut back on the things that I'd grown accustomed to so that wouldn't happen.
That is true. You've always done a real good job of that. This guy then raised the rent, had to move out. I'm now staying with in-laws. I haven't paid my husband's truck payment in 4 months. I haven't been able to pay any.
Did you say she was pregnant?
Just had a baby in September.
Good. Nice planning.
He's been out
what happened to her husband?
He's been out of work 6 months.
Okay.
Haven't been able to pay any back utilities we owe. Our landlord wants to take us to court. I have 5 credit cards. They're all maxed. Everything that I own is in storage. On top of that, my husband has 2 children with his ex. He is supposed to pay $750 a month in child support, which he expects me to pay. I've always kept money in the bank, always paid my bills. Then I got married. Now I can't even put gas in my truck to get back and forth to work. Seriously thinking about bankruptcy. I just don't see any other way out.
That's because you're an idiot.
Love you guys.
You keep making bad decision after bad decision.
Well, she says, at the very end, I really regret marrying the lazy bastard.
Okay. So don't sit there and bitch at me because you kept making poor decisions. I've made bad decisions, but also had to sell stuff that I liked. I had to give up my freedom of living on my own. And I'll tell you why these people have no idea the hardships I've been through. I wish I was black.
Why?
Because it added to the story.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
Because in that short period of time when I had to move back in with my dad, I had to go from being somebody that was on TV to living with my dad. You don't know what it's like to be recognized in public and then go mix mud for your dad while he calls you an idiot in front of strangers. You have no clue. You had no perception. You couldn't empathize if you sat and thought about it for a month.
That's very true. That I can relate to also, but yes, you're right.
You didn't have somebody calling you an idiot in front of other people.
No, I was handing out keychains and an Exxon. A guy I worked with in KSCS walked in buying a cup of coffee.
I told you how to get around that. You sit there and go, hey, welcome to my new Exxon, have a keychain. There's no way he would have known that you didn't own it.
It's clear I don't own it.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
Name on my stupid tag.
That's what you would have had if you owned the place.
I wouldn't be there opening the door.
Yes, you would.
I guess.
Owners do that all the time.
To my new Exxon.
That's exactly, as you see him coming, that's got to be the first. You walk up you go out of your way instead of dodging him, out of your way to go up and go, Ronnie, good to see you. Welcome to my new Exxon. Go in and get something to drink.
Well, he knew I'd been sick because I was at KSCS when I got sick, so he knew I was down and out.
Make any difference? There's no way for him to know that. What, your Exxon? Prove it.
It's true.
And I popped that name tag on and wrote owner all over it.
Yeah, I could have done that.
So that's the problem, is they don't know. Well, I've lost a bunch of stuff. You didn't have nothing to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Sit there and have your dad call you a moron because you mixed mud wrong.
It's my TV show boy.
TV boy, go out there and mix that mud. You think you can do it without lights and camera? Huh?
He did not.
I swear to Jesus as I'm standing here.
Did he? God. Just rubbing it in.
Yeah. How about time you went to Hollywood? Say the grout's getting dry.
Radio and television, you're mixing grout.
And I'm not doing that right either. You know why?
Why?
'Cause I'm an idiot. And I put up with that.
Oh, man.
Oh, let's see. 91. About 2 months.
Not too bad.
Luckily, I wasn't out of work long. TV show went off the air in March. I think I went back to work in July.
Was that the Eagle?
Yeah.
Oh,
cool. July of 92. It's when they went through the format change and they were playing Hotel California over and over.
I remember that.
That was their big stunt. So don't tell me about financial hardship.
Well, you never had to worry about paying bills. There are people that really date.
A lot of times, being able to pay your bills, but going through all the other stuff, the mental anguish of living at home and being a failure and having your dad tell everybody.
I agree. It's mental torture.
I would have wished I had been in a house with a rotten credit history by myself. Can't bring any chicks home.
I used to drive to the Exxon having to listen to you on the morning show. Tell me about depression. Lord.
What?
I used to work with him. Yeah, sure he did. Shut up and give him some keychains.
Did you really?
Yeah. I used to drive in at, I worked from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. handing out keychains at it's now called On the Run, but it was an Exxon at William D. Tate at 114. I opened that store.
I didn't realize that you were sick that long.
Yeah. I was used to driving, listening to you guys in the morning.
I should have stayed in contact longer.
Yeah, the whole thing about you don't remember my phone number is kind of funny.
I don't remember it.
Well, you called me later.
Huh?
Yes. Somehow you remembered it about 2 years later once I got the job at Channel 39.
I called you at the TV station.
Right. Well, you called me at home, too.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I still remember I was dating a girlfriend and they went, who the hell's Russ Martin? Why is he on your caller ID? I went, you've never met. I don't know.
I don't remember that.
And we went out to the horse track, Lone Star Park. That's the first time I'd seen you in 2-3 years.
Well, I didn't want to embarrass you about having a job, and you didn't.
I understand. You always thinking of me first. What a pal. Thanks.
Love you, John. Sorry, it slipped out.
Yeah. Oh, didn't even hear me say I love you back.
I know it.
Did you hit the door?
Go.
Oh, she heard it.
I hear it. Hi, Rusty.
Hey,
Oh, it's
I
a
just
chick.
need to tell that girl, the email JD,
Yeah.
if she's sorry she married the sorry bastard, get rid of him.
Well, it's too late. Well, if the
damage is done.
Yeah, the damage is already there. She can't go back and erase all of that. And it's just funny that she wants to blame me for all her mistakes, or it's another one of those peeing contests of, oh, you think you had it bad? Listen to this. Well, first of all, you may win the argument, but you're still an idiot.
But still, yeah, that's what I mean. It's not too late. She's tough. I'm sorry.
So I got it.
Just correct it all. Don't blame him either. Blame herself.
Well, she can get rid of him, but even when you get divorced, that doesn't mean that automatically you split responsibilities. You still owe what he owes, and you owe what he does.
Yeah,
I said that right?
Yeah. I mean, I know it's not the best thing, but she can, quit whining about it.
Cut her
Do what
losses.
she needs to do.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, well.
Blame me for your rotten-ass mistakes.
People I feel sorry for, a lot of the airline people that just got laid off because of all the mess that Americans been in. Because, they really didn't do anything to get fired or be in the situation they're in.
No, but you also, that's why I say, you also throw money in the bank in the event something like that happens. You never know what the economy's going to do.
You don't.
And it's nice to have all this stuff and go, hey, I got the money, I better spend it because I could be dead tomorrow. I'd like to enjoy the money instead of having it in the bank. Or you could play both those sides. Like I said, I could be flippant about it because I don't have anybody that depends on me. I can't imagine being out of work, out of cash, and knowing I got to go home and look at my kids and go, I have nothing for you.
No, you can't. It's pretty bad.
And maybe that's another reason I never had kids. Because I don't want anybody to depend on me. That's got to be an absolute sick feeling.
Yes.
Got to go home and tell your kids that daddy's a failure. That daddy had a really good job and was banking a lot of cash.
Right.
But daddy got a great big ego and thought he could do his own radio show, wanted to go to overnights, and he loses in 3 months. Next thing you know, he's got a stick in his ass at Six Flags. How's that?
It's pretty close.
I ain't saying names.
No. Nobody specific.
No. Hi, Melanie.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
I got a question for you. I was wondering, sorry about my voice.
That's all right.
I was wondering why you didn't stay in touch with JD for those 2 years he was sick, or 2 or 3 years.
I didn't know how to get a hold of him.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
You have my home number.
I did not.
Yes, it didn't
I don't
change.
even know where you live.
I know that.
Mid-Cities, isn't it?
Yeah, Mid-Cities. But you had the same. somehow you found the number once I got well.
I don't know exactly. I don't know.
Did you feel sorry for him? I thought you guys were best friends for years.
Yeah, whatever.
We were. He called me the day he got the morning. Yeah, well, whatever. He called me the day he got the morning show at the Eagle. I was working a second job. at the time.
Did you have your voice then?
Yes, I was working at that wine place out in Grapevine.
Oh, that's right. You know wine tours?
Yeah, I was on. That was just a day job, something fun to do.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Learn about wine. And yeah, you called me that day. I remember being on the phone with you, going, "Congratulations, morning show, Eagle, you go," and hanging up, going, "He's dead." I'm so sorry to hear about the end of your career. Stepping into Howard Stern's spot. Congratulations. I got a wine tasting to do.
You know what? It was either because I thought we looked like we were going to try and do the TV show again.
Right.
We were talking about that. It was either, you know what, stay doing middays and doing the TV show, or doing it's like they could stick another syndicated show in. The one they had was perfect. That was Nationwide's own dumbass move for dropping Stern.
Yeah. But that's just Death Chamber. Follow Stern. You did a real good job.
We have no answer why it played out the way it did.
Who was the original cast? You and who else?
Brad Baxter.
Brad. Is that all?
And then Dan came on, and then Valerie.
Okay.
And Scott, the grunt guy that we taped his stuff.
Gotcha.
He was like our Trey prototype. Well, sure, retarded-looking guy.
I see.
Somebody said Trey's going to Europe.
Europe? Well,
Is that what you heard? Vacation?
Yeah.
Said he's going to go to Europe. He's going to leave his mom here to run the business.
That's good.
I think they said, what did he say, 2 weeks?
Yeah. Don't.
Who wants to say it first?
Don't.
You want to say it, Dan? Oh, come on, say it. Everybody should get the punchline from time to time. Go ahead. He's going to be in Europe 2 weeks without his mom. Say it.
I've got too many in one head right now.
That's a long time to go.
Yeah. How you go that long without sex?
I'm sure they got mommies over there.
You're right. Sometimes couples.
We can pretend.
Couples take vacations from each other.
Yes, they do. Separate. Oh, man.
How are we doing?
Well, he must have made a lot of money selling that big house then if he's going to Europe for 2 weeks.
I suppose.
It's not cheap.
He said $300 for Brumley's wife, so that was cool.
Very nice.
Yeah. All right, what were we into before we got off on this? Chick Rotten Life?
Yeah, and then your horrible life, the email we got from that lady telling you what hard times are like. And then the Eagle, hard times we've had.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how the morning show rebounded over there. I really don't. I don't have an answer for it. Like I said before, if I knew how, I'd write some type of that. Maybe that's where I was going with this.
What?
I didn't have time to call you while you were sick.
Because what? Because you're working on the show all the time.
Do you know how much time this show encompasses every day?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay. I was the same thing, except it was mornings. You know how mornings suck? That's why we didn't have time to talk. I missed you dearly.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
It would have taken 5 minutes just to say hello, like certain friends of mine did, like Benjamin Dover. They kept in touch when I was sick.
I was busy.
I understand.
Did I bring you back to the show?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
All right, then.
I'm very thankful for that every day. It wasn't that long ago. I remember handing out keychains. I ain't going to be stupid. Well, I am going to be stupid.
I understand. All right. I'm going to go with your news. Will you just finish it?
About 45 minutes ago we finished.
All right.
We started late.
I'm just lost on time here. Something else I was going to mention. Oh, I got up this morning. For the first time in probably 6-7 months.
Yes.
I listened to some morning shows.
What'd you think?
Sucks. Every one of them. Every one of them. One in particular, I don't want to say the call letters because they're part of our chain.
Ooh.
Sucks. It's bad.
I know.
I listened for almost an hour just because I was in shock.
Yep. Wasn't that long ago I did something I had to do in the morning, and I flipped through all the morning shows. Man.
So even on our worst day, like today's kind of slow.
Okay.
I got it.
It's been a good day.
Even on our worst days, when it's not even, and I'm not bragging, I couldn't believe it. I'm laying in bed going, this is worse than Tyler Radio. I would put this on overnights in El Phoenix. At an El Phoenix.
And they're closed.
Yeah. You get the idea.
I know. I flipped around. I have flipped around. It's weird to hear it.
And I can't imagine going back to playing music.
Yeah, I listen to Terry and Hawkeye. They play music. They play probably 6-7 songs an hour. So half the hour is music.
Or on Terry King.
Yeah.
Our buddy over at KVIL.
Yeah.
He's doing mornings now, having to play the adult light rock. Do we have any schlocky stuff in our music library? If I had to go back to that, I would find some way to strangle myself.
As you guys were playing, how many songs in the morning at the Eagle?
3 or 4. Now I need something with a slow intro.
I don't know songs.
Slow down. Give me this one. All right there. Maybe I'm amazed. What's the intro time on it? Load it! Oh, that's a good one. Because you got to come off with that theater of the mind and that schlocky crap. KVIL, good morning. Welcome to a brand new day. Sunny 75 this afternoon, 47 now, as the sun gently warms North Texas. I'd give anything to be asphyxiated.
See, you can do it.
But every break went in like that.
Well, see, Chapman used to do that, but it didn't seem as schlocky. Because he would say things like, as the sun, I don't know why it works for him.
For some reason, that schlock works coming out of his mouth. As the sun gently warms this part of the earth that we call Dallas-Fort Worth. Good morning.
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac sings on KVIL.
He would do
I would. I'd strangle myself every day.
I know. That would be weird. I've often said if I lose this, you die or you fire me, I'm not going to do radio.
Have another day like this, we probably won't.
What's wrong with today?
That blows. All right, we ready to break? Please. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll do some more crap.
This is Russ Martin. The 2003 Russ Martin Show Police, Fire, and Military Parade posters and DVDs are on sale now at russmartin.com.
I wear this album out every year.
Is it Scary Hoey?
Yep. I think this is from Ho Hoey 3. I can't remember. They're all really good. You should get them.
Yeah.
All right. Let me take these. We'll do news. Yes, James.
Hey, Russ.
Yes, sir.
You should never say never about doing a morning show, man.
Oh, I will not.
You could.
I will.
You never know.
Yes, I do.
You could end up being the Russ and Kid in the morning show.
I will not. I will not go back to mornings.
That was miserable.
Okay. You always go back to the Eagle.
I won't go back to mornings. I don't care where it is.
What if they offered you
You don't like the Eagle?
$3 million to do mornings?
$3 million?
Yeah, a year.
I don't think so.
Are you sure about that?
I did. You have, if you've never done mornings, I'm just talking either a regular job or radio or whatever, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning when everybody's asleep and having to get something ready to go by 6 o'clock, it's a monumental pain in the ass. And you get off the air at 10, you got to jack around the station for a while, you go home, take a nap, you wake up 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Next thing you know, you got to go to bed at 8 o'clock. I won't do it. I don't care what the money is. It's not worth the toll that it takes on, your mental health.
I don't know how people do it.
Well, wasn't you on in the mornings when you were at the other station?
Yep, I hated it every minute I was over there.
How long did you do it?
3 years.
3?
Yep.
And then
9 months here.
Did you replace Moby, or did they bring Moby on after you?
It was
a kid.
That was Stevens and Pruitt in the early 80s at the Eagle. And then, who was it? Some jackass morning show?
Yeah, well, it went from, Stevens and Pruitt, then it went to Robbins, Kinney, and Cowan.
Yeah, they were on just a little
briefly.
Right.
And then it was Moby, then it was Craddock.
Right.
And it was Stern, then it was you.
Right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right, man.
And now I don't even know what they have over there.
No one does.
Thanks, James.
Well, they got Grego and Brian right now, and they suck.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Should do that. Should get up tomorrow morning and just flip around and listen to all the morning shows. Just for a refresher.
I did for a little bit today, and it was just depressing. that things have gotten that bad. Makes you feel better about yourself that you could point at that and go, hey, even on our worst days, we don't suck that bad.
That's right.
And the problem is, they don't even, at least I know. I know days that are slow. I know days that are better. I know when we're in a groove and when we're just absolutely blowing duck. I got a handle on the difference. These guys don't get it. They think, this is it. This is Dallas-Fort Worth radio. I know exactly. I wouldn't be here if I didn't know what I was doing. That's retarded.
Mornings, number 5 market in the country.
Anybody can elevate to the top for, 10 or 15 minutes. Look at Gavin.
Stop. Gavin's a great guy. Does nothing but support you and be nice to you.
I know.
Does your insurance and does your fence work and everything else.
I'll repay the favor.
How?
I don't know. I'll get him a hat.
It's very nice.
Some sunglasses. Some big waxy lips.
I'm getting the visual. I'm sorry. Just a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, Ron?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
First of all, I wanted to get your take on this.
Okay.
Okay, you said that the people who don't save up and all that stuff, they're morons, basically, because what happens is the financial goes into, debt and whatever, blah, 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 blah. But what about the guys like me who, I'm 23, I'm married, I got a kid on the way, I'm working and I'm going to a trade school to be a mechanic and everything else. But, I don't have a whole lot of money in the bank, but at the same time, I'm going to school to provide for my family in the future. Does that make me an idiot or does that make me smarter?
Well, some people were just born to be on welfare.
Stop. He's trying to improve himself.
Well, here's the problem. All right, I'll tell you exactly why. You got it out of order. You got too much stuff going at once. You got a family, you got a kid, and you're going to school.
Well, I don't have an actual family. I got a kid on the way.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You've got too many things. You wanted a kid and you wanted a family, but you also, it's not my fault. You wanted to better yourself by going to school.
What the hell does that mean?
Well, you know exactly what I'm saying. Either don't have the kid now and go to school now, or have the kid now and forget about school.
Yeah.
Well, what if I can have the kid and go to school?
Well, that's not the question you threw out. Are you saving money?
Not a whole lot.
Okay. Well, then you asked me, do I think you're stupid for not saving money? I don't think you're stupid. I just think you made some bad decisions in the wrong order.
And God forbid.
Or you actually made some right decisions in the wrong order. You want to go to school, you should have done that first, then got married and had a kid. Not all at the same time. That make sense?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm not trying to be an ass about this. I'm just saying there's times and templates to use when you're doing stuff.
I got you. Well, I appreciate it, Russ.
All right.
And I wanted to tell you on the whole LA thing, I believe you. I think JD doesn't know what he's talking about.
Thank you.
And
I'm glad I didn't call you an idiot, because you sound like a very intelligent man.
Yeah. You go for it, Russ, man.
Good luck with your family.
You too. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Any news from LA?
No, there's no news that needs to be conveyed.
Okay.
She knows.
She knows what?
I love her.
Okay. We're going to go round and round about this again, but okay.
There's nothing to go around.
I really like her as a person.
I like her, too. I like her enough to love her.
You don't love her that way, and you know you don't.
Yes, I do.
Do you love the new chick? Do you like her enough to continue dating her, the new optometrist?
Maybe.
Well, did the night go well?
It was all right.
Okay.
3 guys come by our table at the restaurant last night.
You knew that was going to happen.
Well, O'Malley was the one that threw it out on the air where I was going to go.
You knew it was going to happen. I was surprised.
3 guys come all at the same time.
Oh.
They come up, walk over to the table, lean over, and one of them leans. I guess he's the mouthpiece for the group.
Yeah.
Leans over and goes, "Is that her?" Yeah. How you guys doing? You having dinner? We just stopped by to look.
What's wrong with
They weren't having. They parked. They came in. They looked at her and left.
God. People are. Normally they're not rude enough to walk up and ask. People see you all the time.
That's exactly what they did. They walked up. And they told the whoever it is that greets you when you come in.
Right.
The greeter.
Mm-hmm.
We're here with the
Martin party.
We're here with the Martin party.
They weren't expecting anybody. They're expecting us. God.
And they walk up and they go, "Is that her?"
Just stared at her to weird her out.
Yeah, she was laughing.
You liked her? You going out again?
I don't know. She's a little loud.
What does that mean?
She's loud.
Speaking or laughing?
A little bit of both.
Was she drunk?
No.
Okay. Does she drink?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Good.
She looks like, it dawned on me last night who she looks like. She looks like a younger Kathy Lee Crosby. Remember from That's Incredible?
Yeah.
Blonde-headed chick?
Yeah, she does kind of.
Remember her, Eddie?
Yes.
Those pictures. Yeah.
Well, when you see her in person, she looks more like fat chick.
Did you guys click? Was it?
It was all right.
Okay. What? Why are you smiling?
It was fine.
Did you go home with her?
No, I didn't go home with her.
I asked the wrong question. Let me re-ask the question. Did she follow you back to your house? Forgot you were both in separate cars. Did she follow you back to your house?
I don't know.
You're not talking about it? If you don't want to talk about it, just tell me.
Okay.
You don't want to talk about it? Did she follow you back? First night?
We didn't do nothing.
So she did follow you back?
No.
Yes, she did.
Part of the way.
Why part of the way?
I don't know. All right, she came home.
Okay, good. She stay?
No, we just met.
Okay.
What do you think I am?
I know what you are. But most of the time when somebody follows you back, that's kind of an indication that maybe there's something else going to happen.
Nah, I was tired. I'd already had sex twice that day.
You what?
I didn't have time for her.
Twice? Let me think. Hold on. The married chick?
She came by in the morning.
And who else?
Chick spent the night before.
The night before, okay. So you were tired to have sex on your first date. Well, look at you. Aren't you just king of the damn hill?
Well, you know it's not going to last.
It will with you.
Every guy goes through this. It's the ebb and
tide.
Yeah, the ebb and flow. Yeah. Whatever. It's in and out.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm going to go into it. Every guy goes through this. You get it all at once. You go, hey, where the hell were you guys 7-8 months ago? And then you get back into the dry spell, and that lasts another 7 or 8 months, and then it just comes and goes. It's just, this is just weird. It's never happened before, so this is not an everyday occurrence.
You're at high tide. That's good. And you like her. You're going to see her again. Nothing weird on her? No? Well, you didn't really get her clothes off. So
I didn't see anything.
Okay. Cool. Looks good in person. Nice personality. Great job. Doesn't want kids. Marry this chick.
Nice personality.
Let L.A. go.
I will not.
Why?
Because I still have strong feelings for her. I love her.
Why don't you let her go be with that billionaire guy?
I don't want.
Let's erase the fact that he's a billionaire. I'll quit calling him that.
All right.
Let's let her have a boyfriend that really might care about her and do those things that she really wants done. Like some difficult things like sending flowers and cards on her birthday or even calling her on her birthday.
I can do that.
You did more for the professor than you did for L.A.
So?
Well, I'm just saying.
By the way, how much was his wine?
The bottle is, you told me to buy a nice one.
Okay.
Okay. It's $99.50.
All right.
It's almost $100.
Okay.
So I'll split that with you. And
why are you splitting it?
I'll put my name on a card.
Why? The card's from, the wine's from me.
Well, part of the, okay. That was my sister's wine store.
So?
Well, why'd you have me do it then?
You offered. I said I wanted to send some wine. You're the one that jumped up. Hey, my sister owns a wine store.
Well, she does. And they can send it to Washington.
Have they already sent it?
Sent it this morning.
Is your name on the card?
Why wouldn't it be? I said I'll split it with you.
I didn't want you to split it. I want your name on the card, you star moocher. Get your own stars to mooch off of.
What does that mean?
That means that's my star. Get off me.
Not off. He likes me, too. I've had lunch with him. You and your stars.
Oh, that's right. You went
Emailed and Heidi Fleiss over the weekend.
So?
Well, you hang out with all your hookers and your felons. Go ahead. I have real people that are my friends.
Oh, who are your friends?
People like people. I have normal people. If I rang up their names, no one would know them. They're normal people.
Fine.
Heidi Fleiss.
All of a sudden, Dallas-Fort Worth radio doesn't suck. Morning radio doesn't.
What's
not as bad as this? What is it, Sean?
Hey, Russ, you couldn't be more wrong about someone's choice in going back to school.
Oh, it's about to get better.
They have classes before or after they have kids.
Absolutely. Yeah. What? All right. Tell me why I'm wrong. I'll let you go ahead and get your little piece out.
All right. Well, I'm a prime example. I've lived down in Austin for 9 years, went to school down there, didn't finish, was goofing around, decided to go travel. Ended up coming back, got married, had 3 kids. Now I'm deciding to go back to school so that way my children can have a better life by me finishing school.
Do you have money to support your kids and put money in the bank and everybody's got cash?
Right now, my wife's pulling in the income a little more than I am. But,
all right. Does your whole family, are you able to pay all your bills and set money aside?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Well, that other guy wasn't, and that was his question. That's the difference.
Well,
that's why I told him he got hit. That's not that. That's you want to learn something. You want to keep being you.
Oh, keep being me, but I'll listen. Go ahead.
That's good.
Thank you. I don't even care what I was going to say now. The guy's question was, I'm not saving money. Does that make me stupid? No, you just made the decisions in the wrong order. Should have went to school, then had the family. When you've got a good job and everything, all the cash is coming in. you're able to save money, so whatever order you did it in was fine.
Yeah.
That wasn't his question.
Yeah. Well, we saw that happen with Dan. They didn't have a lot put away. And that can go away real fast.
What was the other thing about him wanting to leave the show and get his own show? He had a lot on the line.
A lot.
I mean, if he was a single guy and there was nobody else depending on him and he wanted to leave a great big successful show like this, which on most days don't suck like it does today.
What's wrong with today?
Shut up, I'm on a roll.
Okay.
If he wanted to do that and there was nobody depending on him, I would say, you know what, give it a shot. Take the chance, get your own show. If it doesn't work out, maybe the guys that helped you out will let you come back.
Back to the same thing. I don't understand why he didn't do the Saturday show. Well, I know why he didn't do it, but just try it out on Saturdays. Give it a shot. See how it feels to be standing where you're standing.
Now he didn't want to work 6 days a week.
6 days a week. And how many days a week do you really work on the show?
I think it was funnier what you said before.
Which was?
He got his wish.
Yes, he did. He doesn't work Saturdays.
All right, you ready for news? Sure. Here we go. All right, 4:55. Yeah. You didn't do a legal ID, did you? All right, 4:55 at KLLI, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. Sponsors by Miller Lite and Expedia.com.
This hour of the Russ Martin Show is brought to you in part by Miller Lite. Expedia.com, making it easy to find the trip you're looking for. Expedia.com. Don't just travel right.
And by Condoms to Go, Greenville Avenue, Lovers Lane. Eddie will be there on Thursday from 11 to 1. Free lunch, lots of Live 105.3 goodies. Art Carney, who played Jackie Gleason's sewer worker pal Ed Norton in the classic TV series The Honeymooners, and then went on to win a 1974 Oscar for Best
I love
Actor.
him. What a great, great man. We should get him on the show before he
has died at 85. Carney died, and on Sunday his family didn't want anybody to know until after the funeral, which was today.
Wonder why?
I don't know. Just maybe there's not a media, bunch of people out there messing around with him.
Yeah.
During the funeral.
Good.
All right, Lower Greenville is in a mess. In seconds, Jody Cunningham went from the happy bar patron to a crime victim on Lower Greenville recently. Cunningham, who was 34, is one of 3 women robbed while visiting the entertainment district right before Halloween, according to the police. Cunningham and a friend were in a parking lot near the Blarney Stone on October the 26th. Police reports show a similar incident happened on Friday, this time to a woman leaving the Beagle with 2 friends. Police say the crimes may have been committed by the same roving group. Area residents say they are frustrated and fearful and want the city to take action. The string of incidents has some people wondering whether crime in Lower Greenville area is rising faster than in other places.
Some people think it's because they're running them out of Deep Ellum. The cops.
Yeah.
The presence down there has gone up, so they're thinking all the muggers and crap are going up to Lower Greenville.
When I was on Greenville recently, they had a lot of police presence. There was lots of cops down there. There's 4 or 5 of them.
Just between that and Laura Miller, if we found a perfect spot on Lower Greenville to open the bar, I still wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's not
what she's going to do.
It's not, you never, every time you think she's made the biggest boneheaded move that she can, it's like with the panhandlers.
Big story.
Oh, do you have it?
Yeah.
There's something in the Dallas Morning News that said it's not doing any good.
6 months after the Dallas City Council banned soliciting at intersections, some police and city officials say they've seen a drastic decrease in the number of panhandlers. Gone are some of the con artists who preyed on.
So much for not doing any good.
They're just being replaced by newer people. Some of the same people that used to be out there all the time are gone, but they're just being replaced by a different group. They're out here on the street corner right now in front of the station. The ordinance has driven them to the suburbs, to shopping centers, and into the arms of families sometimes. It has also steered those newly down on their luck because of the economy into shelters and soup kitchens. The ordinance designed to make streets cleaner and safer also prohibits people from asking for money near banks, ATMs, payphones, gas stations, car washes, public transportation stops. The violators face up to a $500 fine. I know. Police have issued, here's the good part, police have issued 450 tickets since the law took effect May 1st. None of them had been paid. And only a fraction have led to even arrests. Police cite about 50 handlers a month. I know. That's $500 fine. No.
And now they're going after people with shopping carts.
Yes. Now the shopping carts are the big issue. That's Laura Miller's deal. Because they're normally filled with stolen goods.
That lady is out of her mind.
Seems to be.
And now the cops are saying that it's becoming a problem with response times and going out on other calls because they're having to jack with all these the panhandler stuff. That was a story last week in the paper. I don't know if it's the Dallas Police Association. Somebody with the Dallas Police Department said it's becoming a problem. Because now they got to worry with these idiots as opposed to worrying about somebody that's actually going to do damage to somebody else. Go ahead.
It's spreading, too. Arlington City Council plans to consider changing the sexually oriented business code to require a partition between performers and customers.
What kind of partition?
It's made of
like a sneeze shield?
Kind of. It's made of unbreakable glass or light-transmitting plastic, which extends at least 5 feet above the performance stage.
Can you rub on it?
No. The partition would have no... The partition would have no openings. None for you, and would prevent customers from touching performers.
Well, that's like watching TV.
Pretty much. City Council is scheduled to meet tonight at 6:30 at City Hall to discuss it. So that's another city that's going to go by the wayside.
I'd like to see that, though.
What, the sneeze shield?
Yeah.
Why?
Because things always look funny when they mashed on glass.
Go up and mash yourself on there.
Yes, I will.
You probably will. We've done it before. Doctors in England and the U.S. are getting very close to performing what is undoubtedly the most mind-boggling plastic surgery ever, a full face transplant. You take an entire face off a fresh corpse, like they have to be dead less than 24 hours, and the entire thing is slapped onto another person's head. Everything has to go. The skin, the muscles, the blood vessels, the nerves. Without all of it, then the skin would just be like a mask, and the person with the face transplant wouldn't be able to convey any emotions. Obviously, the operation wouldn't be simple, but doctors on both sides of the ocean say that it can definitely be done, and they expect to start evaluating the first 10 patients early next year.
You couldn't afford it.
What? Stop it. Why are you being mean to me today? Is it just my day? Get kicked around. State District Judge Timothy C. Elderden.
Would you want somebody else's face?
No. Well, if I was like disfigured in a fire.
No, I'm just saying if somebody gave you the opportunity, because I know you're a big Tom Cruise fan, they said, hey, you want his mug?
No. Well, you wouldn't be you. All those pictures and everything would change. Like you talk about getting a nose job. That'd be kind of the same thing. You wouldn't be you anymore.
But you wouldn't want to go through. You wouldn't want to go through the rest of your life looking like Tom Cruise.
No, I'm happy with the way I look.
I think it'd be neat just to see what it's like to go out in public and not have to worry about how your hair looks or whatever. Just go out and be good looking, regardless of what happened to you that day or the night before, how you're dressed, or what your hair looks like. You're just good looking.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
his worst day looks. Women just love him.
Yeah, I could sit there and primp and do all kinds of crap for hours and not even come close. The best I can get is like moderately cute on the lower side of cute. I wouldn't know how to act if I was hot.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to be hot. You're a guy. B, you're popular. That wasn't a slam. Don't look at me with those slimy eyes.
Would you just call me?
The little eyes that you looked at me with.
What'd you say, Joe?
I didn't say anything. State District Judge Timothy C. Ellerden. For Halloween, his costume consisted of a prison jumpsuit and shackles, an afro wig, and blackface makeup. Judge Ellerden says the costume was just a joke. He wasn't supposed to be a black jail inmate, just a generic inmate. The blackface and the afro.
So why couldn't you just wear the outfit?
He said they were to help disguise himself. The NAACP is livid over his costume, saying that anyone who would flaunt negative racial stereotypes should not be allowed to make decisions affecting other people's lives.
So what does that mean? I'm a guy and I'm popular.
Well, guys do better if they're not, than ugly chicks. An average-looking guy, like Danny DeVito and people like that. Not that you're Danny DeVito. I'm walking myself into a corner.
Look what Danny DeVito married, though.
Yeah, you get a point. But average-looking guys can get hot chicks. Steven Tyler's a good example. Mick Jagger's a good example. Average to ugly guys can get hot chicks, whereas average to ugly chicks have to have money or something. And you're popular. You're on a radio show, for God's sake. There's no slam in there. Quit looking at me.
I still feel a shot over the bow.
There is not.
All right.
The wife of actor Christian Slater was arrested yesterday for domestic battery after allegedly throwing a glass at the Hollywood star, who needed 20 stitches to close a gash on his neck caused by the flying object. Ryan Slater Haddon is her name, was nabbed on the misdemeanor count following the 7 a.m. dispute in the couple's suite at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. 34-year-old actor was treated at Desert Springs Hospital Medical Center. His wife is 31-year-old television producer. She was booked into the Clark County Detention Center and was bailed out later. And finally, Clay Aiken is around in the December-January issue of Teen People. Clay talks about how life has changed since he appeared on American Idol. He says, I've had some funny experiences.
Is that the gay-looking one?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, a little skinny guy. I went to the DMV in Raleigh, and they let me right to the front of the line. Let me cut. Clay's fame is making it harder for him to find decent companionship, he says. Quote, I had girlfriends in high school, but after that, my social life consisted of work. It's kind of difficult now to find anybody or somebody who is interested in me just for me. It's been a pain in the rear. That's kind of like what you deal with.
What?
Finding people that just want to date you just because for who you are, as opposed to all the accoutrements that come along with dating you, which is Batmobiles and appearances and you know, good chairs at restaurants. And
so what does that mean? Is that another shot?
No, it's not. It's just true. It's hard. I mean, you've got to know.
What do you mean? Well,
this optometrist, would she have dated you if you were a construction worker in Grand Prairie and she had a buddy that hooked you up? Would she?
Well, I care. My weenie don't know the difference.
That's true. But when it comes down to a relationship down the road, well, then L.A. Lamont would have fell in love with you. Well, she wouldn't have no way to meet you. I mean, you know, girls that you meet now.
Yeah.
You know, you have to.
I've met girls who didn't know what I did. That chick that I met at Garden Ridge that heard me farting an aisle over didn't know who I was.
That's true. That's true.
Of course, she turned out to be a nut.
Oh, people like Mark Cuban had to go. I think he went back and married his high school sweetheart, somebody that was around before he had money. Just because chicks are so, you know, they're throwing themselves at him.
All right, here's the difference. That may be the initial attraction, right, is the radio show or the Mark Cuban being a billionaire or whatever. But after a while, that's going to fade out and peter off. If that was, you know, the initial attraction or what, you know, made them even look at you, that's fine, because sooner or later it's going to go away and the relationship's either going to take or it's not.
Money and power. Chicks dig it. 2 words for you. Dave Siebert.
What about him?
His wife's beautiful. Look at him.
Oh, yeah, his winnie's got to have fingers on it. It does.
Stop it.
There is no way Dave Siebert got a chick that hot unless his penis has fingers on it.
It's our boss.
I want to see it.
Stop it. No.
How did he get a woman that hot?
I don't know. Maybe he's a wonderful person.
It's got fingers.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
News and information brought to us by Condoms
It probably snaps for it.
Bring it here. People Avenue. Eddie will be there Thursday, 11 to 1. I'm J.D. Ryan, Live 105.3.
This is Russ Martin.
Shut up. They want me to have those.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Shut up.
For everybody in the station.
How many times you see me drinking coffee up here?
That doesn't mean you get to steal it.
I'm not stealing it. I just don't have time to drink it here.
It's like the paper towel issue. Same problem. Buy paper towels for your house.
How often do you see me use paper towels up here?
Rarely.
Okay. I don't have time to use them up here.
That doesn't mean you get to take them home.
Yes, it does.
They're for use in the building.
They want me to have it.
No, but 30 bags of coffee? 30.
I'm out.
So, go to the store and buy some. Everybody in this building can afford to go buy some coffee.
They want the coffee. Oh, it's a coffee. Why do I have to come up here to drink the coffee?
Like anything else that they provide, they expect you to use it here in the building.
It's here for my consumption, yes?
Yes.
All right,
while
then.
You're at work.
I don't believe I saw that anywhere that says I have to consume it here.
No, but 30 bags. Really? You've been stealing paper towels for years. I'm used to that. A table full of coffee seems a bit much.
I'm out.
Well, go to the store like everybody else has to.
Not everybody goes to the store. Why is it? Hold on. I'm sorry. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Russ.
What do you have?
I have Tylock and KTXA TV.
All right, your out cue is UPN 21.
It's not LASIK, it's Intralasik. Come and discover the Tylock Advantage this Tuesday evening at our free Intralasik seminar at the Tylock Eye Care and Laser Center. Call 972-258-6400 to attend. Win $1,000 in cash instantly from UPN 21. Just watch The King of Queens all this week at 5 p.m. Just watch, dial, and win all this week at 5 p.m. only on UPN 21.
In Fort Worth, you got a roadway shut down right across from Texas Motor Speedway. Southbound 35 at 114. Traffic has to exit at 114 due to this crash. In Dallas, there's a stalled car eastbound 635 before Preston. It may be off to the left shoulder now. Southbound I-45 overhead at I-30 downtown Dallas. Some kind of debris in the right-hand lane. On westbound I-30 at St. Francis, you still have that overturned 18-wheeler, but it's off to the shoulder. Not that big a thing. In Frisco, northbound Dallas Parkway before Lebanon Road, there's a wreck in the right lane causing a backup to Gaylord Parkway. This also brought to you by Cost Plus World Market, getting ready for holiday baking. Come to World Market for 20% off all baking ingredients. Giant bags of Ghirardelli chocolates are perfect for cookies and cakes. Plus, save on all nuts and flavored extracts. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Alternative Talk Station, Live 105.3.
Gail, going to be mid-60s for the low tonight, and cloudy, mid-70s tomorrow, maybe some showers on Thursday. 76 now at Live 105.3.
I'm taking them.
I'm sure you are, and no one will say anything. But if anybody else had done that, there'd have been a memo put out. If anybody else just stole a bunch of stuff.
I haven't had coffee here in the 3 years I've been with this company.
That's coffee.
And how many bags are there? 30?
30.
All right. That's a bag a month. All right? I don't think that's asking too much.
All right. Like I said, no one will say anything because it's you. But if anybody else, if somebody from the business office was seen walking out with a handful of coffee, they'd get in trouble.
Why?
Just because it's stealing.
Maybe they drink coffee all the time.
It's stealing.
They want me to have it.
They don't. If they want you to have it, they put it in a bag and give it to you. It's a gift. They put it in your box or something. They don't want you to have it. They want other people to be able to drink it when they're up here. It's not my business. You do whatever you want. But
why are you giving me grief?
It just looks retarded for a guy that really probably makes more money than anybody else in this building.
You don't know that.
Yes,
you don't know what Siebert makes. He's got to be making an ass load of cash to have a wife that hot, or his weenie's got fingers.
Maybe just a wonderful person. She fell in love with him.
Chicks don't like wonderful persons. They like hot guys, and if they turn out to be wonderful persons, then that's a bonus for them. Chick, I don't care what they say. Chicks like hot guys.
And they like power and cash too. But I'm sure he's a wonderful human.
Well,
that's why she loves
so
him.
He's got to be making a lot more money than me.
He doesn't make more money than you, and he doesn't steal coffee.
You don't know what he does.
I see him.
He probably carries them out with his penis fingers.
He does not. No, he doesn't. He makes cash, but he still doesn't steal coffee. Or paper towels, which you've done for years.
You have no idea what Fingers Siebert does.
Fingers Siebert.
It's their name, Fingers.
I've never seen him carry out anything with his penis. At all. Never.
You can't tell me, and I know I asked you this before, you can't tell me sitting there at dinner with Siebert and his wife that you didn't look back and forth, looking at her, looking at him, and every time you just said to yourself, what the is going on here?
I'm not going to say that about him.
But you thought about it.
He's our boss.
Did you think about it?
Well, they're in love. That's all I can say.
She's in love with his weenie fingers.
You don't know that. You've never seen them. Not that they exist. What am I saying? Sorry, Dave.
Hi, Chris.
Buddy.
Yeah?
I don't know if you guys do.
Oh, hang on a second. Do we have filters up here, too?
Yes.
Because I'm out of filters.
We've only got one box in there. Don't steal them. There's only one box left right now. They're going to order some more.
Of coffee filters?
Yes. That means nobody else gets to drink coffee if you take that box.
They can use paper towels like I had to.
When did you have to?
At home when I ran out. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Russell. JD, I got a point to make to you.
All right.
You have some real issues, and I don't know if you do this for a bit or not for content, but every time Russ tries to do something that's to his benefit and he wants to get away with it, you point it out.
Yeah.
I think you have some real jealousy issues.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Jealousy issues? No.
Yes. You don't like the fact that I thought about stealing coffee for you.
I don't want coffee. I don't steal things from the office.
It's not a matter of him stealing something. It's a matter of him trying to do something. And as a buddy, you should keep your trap shut.
When he's stealing?
So it's not stealing.
It is stealing.
It is not.
It is.
It is not.
It is stealing. And as far as what else? What else are you talking about? Like the LA thing?
And why are you a big narc? Chris is right.
What?
This has turned into a great big you and me every day.
It is not.
I do something, you tell on me.
I think it's funny. I didn't tell anybody. You brought it up on the air.
Class that did this to all his buddies.
I laughed about it off the air. You brought it up on the air. I thought it was funny. I walked in, there's a table full of coffee, and I'm like, what's that for you? And I'm taking it home. I'm out. And I just think it's funny.
Later.
Right,
As far as the LA thing goes, I'm not a narc.
You're the one you're the one. It's not your business to tell.
I didn't. That's why I didn't.
You stay out of my yard.
Thanks, Gary. God.
I don't call Joy and tell her crap that you told me in confidence that would certainly split your relationship.
There was nothing. Don't you even bring that up. God, you are such an ass.
That was a good one.
Why don't you wait till Thursday? Why did you screw up my birthday and my weekend?
I didn't say anything. I said I could have, and I never have.
You couldn't. There's nothing you could say. All right. There isn't. You do this to me. All I pointed out is you're stealing stuff up here.
I'm not stealing it. It's here for consumption.
Here. Consumption.
Let me ask you.
Promise.
Did anybody say that?
No,
Is there a sign on the thing that says do not consume coffee off premises?
No, but
all right,
you're not expected to take microphones home or anything else either. There's no signs up here that say that.
Well, they're affixed. The coffee's not affixed.
What am I thinking? You're the one that stole it from the Eagle. You did. You stole a broadcast microphone from the Eagle when you left. What?
You have turned into just a great big...
I'm not either.
Yes, you are. In fact, I'm thinking about throwing water on you. Just to see.
Stop. Just stop right there. I'm not. What's the big deal there? You took that microphone.
I don't know how I ended up with it.
Yes, you do. You took it. You put it in your bag and you walked home with it. While you still worked there.
No.
So coffee, you're right. Just step down for you. Congratulations.
You just turned into a chick.
I'm not. I didn't tell anybody when you did it.
Well, it was my last day there. And they still owe me $20,000, so I believe I came out on the screwed end of that.
Yeah, yes. You're right. They owe you cash.
Never got a bonus from them? I should still hunt down Tom Shore and kick his ass just based on that. You come in and you screw the station up and you jack me out of my bonus and you tell me you're not going to give it to me because you're not sure if I'm going to stay at the station, even though it's money I've already earned. And then I quit. I give them 2 weeks notice. I don't bag on them on my last day on the air. And that mole-ridden twerp can't even come out of his office and say thank you. He's got to sit in there behind the closed door like the big stinky clam that he is.
Mm-hmm. Blown up every station he's ever... And how do people like that continue to get jobs? Because I don't think he's working again.
Every single program director we've had that's been an F-up, whether they don't know what they're doing or they're taking money for playing songs or they're on coke or whatever, somehow there's always some idiot that'll hire them. Mm-hmm. Look at Gavin.
Stop it. Gavin's a good guy.
That was too easy.
Yeah. Gavin's a good guy.
Who's billed the station more money?
You have, certainly.
My coffee.
It is your coffee. Take it. Take it, take it, take it, take it. You've earned it.
I think I'm taking one of the coffee makers, too.
No. You've only got one.
I don't care. What is it, Tim? I should do that just to see if anybody says anything.
Russ took the coffee maker. Let's order another one.
Go ahead, Tim.
Hey, haven't they withheld or delayed payments like that they owe you?
Oh, yeah, all the time. For some reason, they can't pull their collective heads out and get us paid on time for whatever.
So how much interest do you think they're earning on that money that they owe you?
I'm taking home interest, 30 bags of it.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm sorry. You've earned the coffee. And the maker. Coffee maker.
I intend on taking it. Something else I was going to... Oh, I know it. Dan. You had that I think there was something I was forgetting here. You had that list. What is it?
Yeah, we've had some people call in, want to know if they can come on the show.
Yeah, tell me these really quick.
Okay, Jeff Corwin, he's one of the hosts on the Animal Planet.
No.
Okay.
Why do I know that name, though?
He's been on a couple of TV shows, but it's the Jeff Corwin Experience.
Maybe thinking of the guy that does the P&M spot.
No, not Jeff Corwin.
I've heard that name, too, and I don't know why.
How do you spell it?
Corwin.
All right, whoever it is, I don't want it.
Okay. Meatloaf has a VH1 Storytellers album coming out on the 8th of December.
Yeah, we've had Meatloaf on before. Yeah, he can come back.
Okay.
He used to cruise Forest Lane in Dallas because he grew up out this way.
I heard that.
Go ahead.
Catherine and Robert Warren having a new video series called Food Safari for kids and making healthy food choices.
No. Some of these people, when they call in to say they want to be on the show, you should have a feel on the show already of what I want, what I don't want.
Right. It was one of the random ones I thought you'd get a kick out of.
All right, go ahead.
George Carlin has a new book coming in 2004 called When Will Jesus Bring the Pork Chops?
Fine. Go ahead.
Adam Hunter, he's an up-and-coming stand-up comedian.
No.
Okay. Bob Vinson and James Johnston, authors of a new book called Flight from Dallas, a new look at the JFK assassination.
What about it?
Apparently, the Bob Vinson, he says he was on a flight back to San Diego, I believe, that stopped in Dallas and picked up CIA operatives.
Okay.
One of whom looked like Lee Harvey Oswald.
Well, they couldn't have picked him up. Wait a minute. Are you talking about after the assassination or before?
I would say probably...
It couldn't be after.
Well...
No, because they had already arrested him because he shot Officer, was it Tippett?
Tippett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot him and then they caught him in the theater. Where's that Lincoln?
No, Lincoln got shot in the theater. They caught Lee Harvey Oswald in the theater.
All right. I think they caught him because he didn't pay, wasn't that?
Yeah, he snuck in and the lady told the cops.
Yeah. A turd.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how that would have played out? Had he just paid for his ticket?
Just bought the ticket.
How long would it have taken them to find him?
Anyway,
all right, so I'm sorry, I didn't get the whole story. So they think...
Anyway, he's saying that the CIA had something to do with the assassination. And he was on this flight that there were CIA people, one of whom was...
there's been theories like that all along, that the CIA, the Cubans, they thought that Lyndon Johnson had something to do with it. Who else, Eddie? You know?
The Russians, because of Kennedy's stance. He had that real hard stance over the Cuban Missile Crisis with the guy that was over the Soviet Union, the Italian mob. There was some gay guy down in Louisiana. They even made a movie out of that one, that JFK movie. It was some guy was helping the CIA, but he had a vendetta against
I didn't know that.
Kennedy.
That was one reason I never watched the movie JFK, because I didn't want to confuse anything that I knew that was factual with conjecture that Oliver Stone threw in, and that would just confuse me even more. So I've never seen the movie.
It's good. It's decent.
So this guy thinks what'd you say, the CIA?
Yes, CIA.
Does he have a book?
Yes, it's called Flight from Dallas.
Yeah. Give me the book first.
Okay.
Before you book him. I'd like to have the book. I'd like to read it.
I will do that.
I like the Stone Cold Steve Austin when you hand it to me when he's on the phone. I'd like to have the book. Let me read it for a week or so. See if I get anything out of it. Then you can book him.
Gotcha.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to give you the book as soon as it comes in.
Got it.
Give you time to read it.
All right.
John Andrusik from Five for Fighting has a new song out.
I don't know what that is, and I don't know who he is.
Just in a band.
No.
Okay. Hank Azaria.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that the guy from The Simpsons?
Yeah.
What's he want?
Bravo, the Bravo channel has a new poker series, celebrity poker series, and apparently he's going to be on that or a part of it somehow.
They're playing poker on TV?
Yeah.
They just shoot people playing poker?
I saw a promo for it today, yeah.
Just celebrities sitting around playing poker?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Does he do Homer Simpson? He does one of the voices, though, right?
He doesn't do Homer.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it's Harry Shearer that does Homer.
Okay.
Eliza Dushku on Fox's True Calling.
I'll say that again.
Eliza Dushku.
That's not her name.
It is.
Is it Dushku?
Yeah. I've heard it two different ways. I've heard it Dushku and Dushku.
Gotta change that name.
Yeah.
Change it to Hoobastank.
Hey, get Hoobastank on.
Okay.
They don't even have to talk or sing. I just want them to come on and say their name. I don't know where the hell the name Hoobastank came from. I still think it's a colored fella asking a question.
No.
And I'll bet you cash he gets on and says, that's the way the black people talk to my neighborhood. To make float of air biscuit, want them to go Hoobastank. You watch.
Okay.
Are they black or white guys?
I believe they're white guys.
I'd like to have Hoobastank on.
Okay.
I'd like to hear some of their music.
Hoobastank.
Yeah.
So Elijah Dushku.
Yes, love to have her.
Dennis Miller, he just signed.
Nope, can't stand him. He can. What's he signed? What? Who hired him to do what?
CNBC.
What about it?
Weekly series that's supposed to begin in January.
Hooking it up. A weekly what?
Weekly series on CNBC.
No, I can't stand him.
Gary Larson, the creator of The Far Side, has a box set of from 1980 to 1994 coming out.
Have a guy on that draws cartoons?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. And this is the last one I have is Mandy Patinkin. You know who he is? He was in the movie Princess Bride. He was Indigo Montoya. He's a singer. He'll be in town singing at the Eisenman Center in Richardson for the National Council of Jewish Women.
Would he come in the studio and sing?
It is the fall ratings. It's the fall ratings. We need to go with all the A-stars. I'd bring him in.
Yeah, get him in and tell him we want him to do one of those Cantor, do the Canterbury Tales. Come in and sing.
All right.
Who was the porn chick?
Yes, I'm sorry. Stormy Daniels is at Platinum Club this week.
This week?
No, I'm sorry. On the 20th, next week.
Hang on, I don't know what she looks like. What's her last? What'd you say? Stormy Daniels?
Yeah, StormyDaniels.com.
I typed that right, Eddie? No. I got no Stormy Daniels. Something's coming up. Dear God of all things evil and horrid.
What? Stop it.
No, I'm kidding. She's hot. Damn. When is she coming?
Next week.
Have you ever seen her?
I've never seen her on television, but I've seen what you have pulled up.
She's a porn star. Why would you see her on TV?
I have some channels that pick up those.
Oh. UHF?
No. Satellite.
I wants me to pay something to look at her cans. All right, you know the rules?
Yes.
What happens when she comes in?
She gets naked.
And?
Juggles.
What?
Marbles.
Good boy.
Also, Tony, since we're asking, Tony Danza has got a new talk show coming out finally. Another one.
All right, what about it?
You want him on?
Has he asked?
To promote? Yes. His last seen in CBS's Family Law, he's inked a deal to host a daytime talk show for Buena Vista that also produces Live with Kelly and Regis.
Yes, I'd like to have him on, have him say the word hoopus thing.
Okay. I'll notify his people.
Yeah. Yeah, find out from Vinny if she'll do all that. This chick is hot.
Yeah.
Check out my latest photo gallery. Let me see if she's in, how are we doing on time, Eddie? All right. Let me look on freeones.com. What's her name? Stormy Daniels?
Daniels.
Stormy. Ain't no Stormy Daniels. There's a Stormy Waters. Huh. That the same chick? That's the same chick, isn't it?
No, it's okay, yeah.
Well, why she got two different names? God, look at those yams. Click on this, see if she sucks. Yeah, she does.
Yeah,
All of it. Yeah, I want her up here. Yes. Naked marbles. Mine. She's hotter in L.A.
Hotter? She's hot.
You don't think this chick is hotter than L.A.? Look at the size of those
I know.
scuds.
She's pretty hot. Just a different look. I just love L.A. That's all I think. I just know her personally, so it's...
So do I. I love her.
You don't love her.
Yes, I do. I'm going to marry her.
You're not marrying her. Quit saying that.
I am.
You know you're not. You've already admitted you're not.
I haven't said anything to the contrary.
You admitted last Friday you were never going to marry her. You only wanted her away from the other guy.
I never said that.
You did.
I did not.
Yeah. It was on the air. You said it.
I'm sure you think a lot of things are on the air.
No, you said it. I said as soon as she gets away from her boyfriend, as soon as you drive him away, you're going to quit calling her, and you said so.
I don't believe that's an admission of guilt. Leave me alone.
Okay, none of my business.
Obviously it is. It's all you've been talking about for 2 weeks.
I just like her, and I hate
Get off me.
I just hate to hear her hurt.
I'm not going to hurt her. She loves me. I love her.
You're not going to marry her, and you're not going to get a vasectomy.
And I'm certainly not standing in her way.
You are standing in her way from that boy, from the guy, the billionaire. You are. You never had any interest in her at all until she found out she had somebody else. You are standing in her way.
I am not.
You told her to break up with that guy. That's standing in her way.
It is not. That's her making a decision based on her own. Just like you staying with Joy, whom you will never marry. You're keeping her from moving forward and possibly meeting a billionaire.
How dare you?
You insensitive.
How dare you? I'm not keeping her from anything.
Troll. Why don't you go back to your bridge?
She can't. I don't have a bridge. She didn't have it. I'm not keeping her from anything. She can go date somebody else. I'm not screaming at her to break up with somebody.
He just said he didn't have no bridge.
Oh, yeah, that's a mission of being a troll, isn't it? Without a bridge.
There are a lot of people right now honking their horns because they're not having to pay anybody. You better get back to it.
Troll. Quit it. I didn't ever scream at Joy and say, break up with that guy. Don't go see that guy.
Excuse me. I believe you told her to stay away from some guy at work.
If she wanted to date him, then she needs to look me in the face and say, this is somebody I want to go date, like L.A. has done to you.
All right, but what if she threw out some type of, and this is not any different than L.A. going out with a billionaire. There was a guy at work that was hitting on Joy. You didn't like it. You told her to stop. I'm telling
L.A.
I'm telling her the same thing.
But
you want to be with me, you get rid of him.
I'm going to be with Joy and have been.
We don't know what you're going to do. You won't marry her. You won't move forward with her. You won't let her move in. Obviously, you don't love her. Why don't you set her free? That's exactly what's going on here.
Love her.
Why don't you take care of business that's going on with you and stay out of my yard?
Okay, Gary, I will. I'll leave you alone about it, but you know you're hurting her. And I'm not hurting Joy.
Yes, you are. She doesn't know it right now, but in the long run you are because you will never commit to her.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Obviously, I've been with her for years.
So? That doesn't mean anything. You're just too lazy to go do anything else, and you can't get nobody else with a big head fetish.
I'm not either. She doesn't have a big head fetish.
She obviously must.
No, she doesn't. You're lucky I didn't tell the professor's wife yesterday that L.A. is a porn star.
She didn't care.
Girlfriend. Yes, she would.
Connie Johnson loves me.
Mm-hmm. So, by the way, the bottle of wine, I called during the break. They haven't sent it yet. Want my name off of it?
Yeah.
Okay. The bottle of wine, then, since I'm not doing your errands for you, the bottle of wine's $100.
Why'd it go up?
Okay, $99.50.
All right.
All right. Packing, because you don't want to break, it's $25. Overnight shipment is $30. My time and energy is $150. Because I had to be on the phone half this morning.
Are you going to cry?
No. It's just like, you want all this? We'll round it off. Make it $200. And your name could be on the card by yourself. I was going to split it with you.
I don't want to split it. I'll go down and I'll get some Mogan David. I don't need you.
Mogan David. You said you wanted a nice bottle of wine. I found
Ain't nothing wrong with Mogan David.
Yes, there is.
Are they Jewish? They know what they're doing.
Good.
Is it really $200?
The wine's $100, but yeah, all my time and my energy. I'm not Gavin. I'm not doing your fence for you, and I'm not doing your insurance for you. I'm not running your errands for you.
Oh, so you're not.
If I'm doing all that, then you can get charged what I have to get charged.
Okay, fine.
It's 2 bills.
I'll pay it.
Okay. And I'll take my name off the card.
Fine.
I was willing to split it with you. Why can't we send it together?
We can if you let me do one thing.
What? Son of a bitch. That was rude.
Yeah.
This is Russ Martin.
Before we do news, let me tell you this quickly.
Okay.
You'll love this. Okay. You know Monica, the chick with the big cans in the sales department?
Yes, blonde.
The dingy blonde.
Mm-hmm.
I get an email from her today.
Okay.
I'm thinking, all right, probably be something to do with a new endorsement.
Sure.
Possibly a station promotion. Conference call with a new client.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we come up with a new system to make sure that you guys get paid on time instead of having to wait 2 months.
That ain't gonna happen.
All right. Hey, Russ, I know you're busy. I'll make this quick. Can I use your workout equipment 3 times a week from noon until 1?
She did not ask you that. Oh, my God.
I sit and laugh for like 10 minutes.
Have you answered her?
Yeah.
God. What'd you say?
No.
Just no?
Require an explanation. Couldn't help me get the equipment. Setting all this stuff up. I asked for all of it. I said, hey, we're going to do the thing with LeBaron. I'm going to do this for charity. I need somebody to work out with. This was before Larry North offered. I need equipment. I need all this stuff. 2 weeks before I actually dance at LeBaron. We have a fitness center that wants to train you now.
I know. Saw that.
Blinding speed.
I don't know what's going on up there. I really don't. They moved back in the building. You think things, communication will get better. And it just seems to have gotten worse.
Yeah. All right. Oh, that reminds me. Did Tassos go meet with Larry North today? What happened?
Yeah, he met with him about 10 o'clock this morning. He told me that he met with him for about an hour and a half, has him set up on an eating plan, along with he has a trainer 3 days a week at Highland Park Larry North Fitness Center.
Larry paying for that?
You'd have to be.
That part I don't know.
Why is it I got to pay for my trainers now?
Well, he sent them over to you for free for a while.
What is Tassos going to give him?
I don't know. He wanted a project. Remember, Larry wanted a kid to really prove his system. And that's maybe what he's going to get out of this. He can use Tassos in endorsements later or TV commercials like he used me.
How long before he starts showing a weight loss? You don't know? Well, the same rule applies. We weigh him this week, and if he didn't lose 2 pounds, he gets it in the brown hole. Sorry. Those are the rules.
On Friday, right?
We were supposed to measure him this past Friday, and we forgot.
Yeah.
I gave him till tomorrow.
Okay.
What did he weigh last time? 329? 329. So he's got to go down to 327. At least. Right. Anything less?
Shocked.
Right in the port. Sorry. All right, you ready to go?
You'd like.
Did you do a legal ID?
Yes.
All right. 5:56, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. Brought to us by Condoms to Go on Greenville Avenue, Lover's Lane, in Dallas. Eddie will be there Thursday from 11 to 1 o'clock, and he'll have lunch from Cafe Nordstrom on Greenville Avenue, and he'll have some Live 105.3 Street Team gear, as well as WWE Survivor Series November 16th, American Airlines Center tickets. Despite tightened security, terrorists still have a very, quote-unquote, very significant chance of obtaining enough radioactive ingredients to create a dirty bomb, according to the feds. The finding arises from the studies that document more than 1,300 disappearances of radioactive material in the U.S. over the past 5 years. Most have been recovered, some have not. Security improvements underway are unlikely to significantly alter the global risk picture for the next couple of years. Starting November the 24th, people who switch wireless telephone companies are not supposed to have to pick a new phone number. A November deadline will make it easier to switch cell phone companies and still hold on to the same number you have now. FCC portable cell phone number rule is taking effect, allowing people to keep the same number and then maybe get a better deal with one of the other companies. But the new Federal Communication Commission rule will cover only the top 100 markets at first and followed by the rest of the country later. West Oak Cliff ice cream vendor was shot to death yesterday afternoon near his push cart within sight of some neighborhood children.
That is the most pathetic story I saw today on the news. Just a guy on a push cart. I think he was 23.
He was in his early 20s.
Yeah, early 20s. So was the gunman.
They hop out of, I think it was a Honda, hopped out and shot him. Robbed him and shot him. How much cash do you think you're going to get off an ice cream guy?
4:20 in the afternoon. Kids all around. Unknown number of children saw that they were questioned by the police. Got in a black Honda Civic and rolled off. A Houston woman who claims she was strip searched by customs agents at Miami International Airport because she was black has now won $350,000 in a settlement after fighting the federal government for more than 10 years. Rhonda Brent is her name. She was returning from Nigeria with a black man from that country on July the 20th, 1991, when they were stopped by a customs agent. The customs agent seized her passport and took her to the examination area where her companion had also been taken. She protested, saying that they were doing it because she was black. The agent said in the report they did it because she appeared nervous. Brent said she was held for some 10 hours, denied an attorney, and was patted down, strip searched, and taken to Jackson Memorial Hospital for x-rays. No drugs were found on her or her baggage.
What country was she from?
Said they were coming back from, they were coming back from Nigeria.
Why is it you refused to say that right?
I didn't. I said it right.
Hold on a second. Are they about to break? You got a potload of stuff, Eddie?
Yes.
All right. Just take a wad of paper, set it on fire, and just drop them all in there. You got one minute before they break? Who's on, Alex or Billy?
It's Alex going into Billy, so they're actually doing a crossover.
How long do they normally talk, you know?
I don't. Maybe around a few seconds.
Are you going to be able to do this, Eddie? Yeah. All right. Can you tell when they're talking in the hall?
Yeah, I just looked for their light.
Well, sometimes the light comes on. 30 seconds? All right, go, Eddie. The only thing that would make this better is if it was a religious station.
New music leader, Valentine. Hi, Billy. Billy's back, Freak Show. What's the matter, dude? Are you okay? What? Wait, talk in the microphone for crying out loud.
I think I have a little emphysema.
What's the matter?
Watch out, Alex! What God? Alex! Oh, no! Watch out! Shut it up! Billy, I love you.
Are you okay, Billy? That was your skull.
Did you get hit in the head?
I hate him.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God! Open the door.
I can't breathe.
It's 100.3, the Freak Shows.
I can't breathe.
God. Was that all of them we had?
Oh, no. Not even close. I had a guy deliver us a couple of thousand the other day.
Okay.
What they do? I can't see through the wall.
When I opened the door, it's like nobody even noticed me, and I'm sitting there lighting a piece of paper on fire and setting it on and making sure it got good and flaming, and I dropped them. Just as I started to drop them in, Alex kind of turns around and he goes, oh. And then they started going off, and I was holding the door closed.
You can smell that over here now.
Yeah.
How many went off? What'd you do?
I put 16 of them in there.
Oh, my God.
I love this.
Look at the room. It's just smoke.
Take that air purifier.
Okay.
And run it over to them. Just to clear the room out so it doesn't set off the
smoke alarms.
Will that set off the smoke alarm?
Yes, and they got the door open, too.
Oh.
Turn it out.
Yeah, run that over there. And I set it on 3,000 square feet. That'll be a good test.
Yeah. Where do they use those to clear the air? Pentagon? After September the 11th?
Yeah.
That's cool.
They're also shooting them around people in California with all the fires.
I guess. Oh, God, it stinks all the way over here now.
Nah, it's sulfur. It smells good. I just don't want it setting off the smoke system. What are you doing? Oh, don't unwrap it. Just unplug it. All right, go ahead.
Continue? Okay.
Yeah.
College tuition just went up an average of 14% at public universities and 6% at the already expensive private schools. But you don't have to worry about the presidents of those colleges. See, as tuition goes up, so do their salaries. The 5 highest paid university presidents are making, what do you think a university president makes? Just neighborhood. This is the 5 highest. They make this much.
All right.
President of a university.
Hang on. Now, the president of the United States makes what now? 400,000? 500? Yeah. Something like that?
Right.
350.
You ready? $850,000 apiece.
A year?
Yes. And even at public schools, the 12 highest paid presidents are pulling down over $500,000 apiece every year.
And what are they paying teachers? 28 grand?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're talking about universities, though.
Yeah, these are universities. But still, $850,000 to run a university?
I don't know what it takes. I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't even know where to start. I don't know what you have to do.
I don't either, but...
Obviously, it's much more entailing than running this country. Because it sounds like it pays double what the President of the United States makes.
Yeah. I couldn't believe those numbers.
Good.
A researcher at the University of Chicago studied adult male baboons and discovered that they bond by basically holding each other's packages. Diddling.
They do not.
That's what it says here. This is a big surprise to scientists since baboons are normally very aggressive toward each other. One researcher says...
So when baboons say hello, they shake each other's yank?
Apparently. One researcher says the message is, quote, I am reaching out to do that to you, and I basically have trust that you're not going to bite my hand off.
I don't think I'd like that.
No, I don't think so.
Let's do it.
No.
Oh, come on.
Absolutely not. No, stop.
We can do it exactly at the same time.
No. It still makes you gay.
No.
Yes, it does. Quit.
Just showing that we trust each other.
I don't trust you. Broncos fullback Mike Anderson suspended for 4 games for violating the NFL's substance abuse policy. Anderson will lose $317,000 for those 4 games. That's of his $1.35 million salary, and won't be eligible to return until after Denver, the December 8th game against Kansas City. The NFL did not detail the violation. Anderson told the Denver Post he tested positive for marijuana, but said he only inhaled secondhand smoke. And finally, a 23-year-old woman recently placed a classified ad in the Salt Lake Tribune offering to sell extra breast milk at $1 an ounce.
I'd like to have some of that.
What?
Breast milk.
You do. You would not. Trust me. You would not. It's gross. And she got no takers. The only people who responded were pranksters asking if it came in chocolate and if they could put it in their protein shakes. The young mother says she was just trying to help out. Now she's taking down the ad so she doesn't have to deal with the pranksters calling her. There's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan, Live 105.3.
This is Russ Martin.
How do you do that?
I don't know. It's funny to me.
And Eddie, too, obviously. Yeah, I'm not one of those.
I just like to watch you jump right before I turn the mic.
Oh, certainly worked.
Nobody knows what I'm doing now. I even think Dan heard me in the other room. Could you tell what I said?
Oh, that's pretty...
Oh. Well, then I'll stop doing that.
Yeah, because...
Quit it! Shut up!
Say a word!
I know what you were going to say. Shut up! Have some. Thank you. Hi, Gail.
Hi.
What do you got?
KTXA.
All right. Your out cue is UPN 21.
Win $1,000 in cash instantly from UPN 21. Just watch The King of Queens all this week at 5 p.m. Just watch, dial, and win all this week at 5 p.m. Only on UPN 21.
On westbound 183 past Grawweiler, 3 lanes are blocked. Only the right lane's getting through, and traffic's backed up past the Simmons split. On eastbound 183 before Carl Road, a stalled car in the right lane causing a backup to MacArthur. Westbound I-30 before Sylvan, a stalled car in the right lane. You're back up into the Mixmaster. And in Fort Worth, you've still got the freeway shut down. Southbound 35 at 114 right across from Texas Motor Speedway due to a wreck. There's a big old fuel spill and hazmat on the scene. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Alternative Talk Station, 105.3.
All right. 65 and cloudy for the low tonight. Going to be mid-70s tomorrow, maybe some showers. And by Thursday, 74 now at Live 105.3.
We got to get on XM.
Yeah. You still wouldn't say that some things.
Maybe, maybe not.
No.
Just miss a lot of show when the mics are off.
Yes.
All right. What do we got to play, Eddie? What do we got?
You want to play Pyramid?
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, we've been doing it with JD and Dan.
Yeah, let's do that. JD and Dan can play with play for a couple of listeners. Yeah. Yeah, line up 2 people if you would, Dan. Let me look at these. Yeah, these will be fine. Oh, also, Dan, on your list of things to do tomorrow, call Cynthia Vega over at Channel 8. I'd like to have her on the show. Have you seen her?
No. News chick?
Yeah. She's a cutie.
Oh, I thought she was on doing some kind of a report you wanted to talk about. Like that Janet St. James earlier. She's just hot and you want her on the show?
Yeah.
You haven't learned your lesson yet about news chicks and you, especially with Channel 8?
What?
They're not gonna come on with you.
You don't know that.
Yes.
Janet St. James does.
She came on to promote her thing. She's married. You're talking about hitting on her. Going out with her.
Well, I don't know if she's married or not.
Well, I'm just saying, they're not gonna go out with you.
She looks like she works out.
I've seen her.
I saw her first full body shot a couple of days ago. Nice body. The picture of her on the Channel 8 website, it's not even worth looking at, so don't, because it's horrible. She looks better on TV.
Yeah. They're not going to come over here and get hooked up with you romantically. None of them are.
You don't know that?
Yes, I do. It's Channel 8. It's below. They have some respectability they have to maintain.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying these news chicks are not going to go out with you.
You don't know that.
Slightly out. I don't want to put it that way.
Do not.
I don't mean it that way. I don't mean it that way.
Out of my league?
I don't mean it that way. I don't mean it you couldn't. Yeah, I do. They're not going to go out with you.
Why?
Because they have journalistic credibility they got to maintain.
What does that mean?
That means they can't be seen with a guy who farts on the microphone, drinks on the air.
This is just a sound effect. Nobody knows if this is real or not.
Has porn stars come up. And then get on TV the next day and have any kind of credibility.
So they can't be seen in public with me?
I would say not. Look, just from what we've seen, none of them want to.
We don't know that.
Yes, we do.
Just Alexa. She's the only one I've hit on.
Well, who's the other one? No, there was another one.
That was it, wasn't it?
That was one other one.
Jolene DeVito. She's married.
Mm-hmm.
I knew she wasn't available.
Then there was that really hot one that was in here that day in the jeans. Really, really hot. What was her name?
Oh, the one in the jeans?
I can't remember. It's the only one that has ever come up dressed hot. Most of them come up in a dress or something.
What, Dan?
Maddie Roberts from TXCN.
That's the one.
Yeah, from their cable thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's married, too.
Oh, I thought she was.
No, she was married.
Oh, okay.
She was the one with the great big rock on her hand.
Okay, that's right.
So now,
they're not going to date you.
Where's your argument?
They're just not going to date you.
Yeah, they will.
No, they won't. Because you'll talk about them on the air.
I will not.
You talk about everybody you go out with on the air.
I ain't said nothing about the optometrist so far.
Give you my cash. We bet.
I said she was too loud.
That doesn't count.
I believe
There's
it does.
something wrong with her. No, it doesn't. How does that count? It's just, she can crank that down. Maybe, was it loud where you were?
No. It was loud enough to where people could hear us at another table.
Oh.
She was too loud.
But you're still going to go out with her, so.
I don't know that.
You liked her. You said you were.
Did I say that? On the air? No. That wasn't a bet.
That you like her enough and you go out and there'd be nothing wrong with her.
No, the bet was.
Loud is nothing wrong. That's not skin tags or something.
Well, I don't know if she got skin tags. She won't let me see her naked.
Well, good. And that's a positive. Keep you interested.
And I don't know if she ain't got a crank.
She got a crank. Yes, you do, because you looked her up in the DMV file. You had her background pulled. It says female.
They changed it for... Well, no, she still got it.
All right.
She ain't got a crank. Quit it.
Just too many things are falling into line with her. She's 33. She doesn't want kids. She's got a hot body.
Great job. Smart.
Great job, yeah.
How long
Drives a brand new Lincoln Navigator.
Wow. How long did you guys talk last night?
Let me see. She left about midnight.
From your house?
Maybe.
So you had 4 hours of communication with this person, and you still like her. That's great.
But she was loud.
Well,
I ain't paying.
You are paying.
I am not. You get $20 because you said she wouldn't show. Okay? You said that she would. I said she wouldn't. You said she would. So you get $20 for that. But you said there wouldn't be anything wrong with her. I think she's too loud.
It's not anything physically wrong. I meant physically wrong.
I don't know. I haven't seen her naked. I don't know. She could have all kinds of stuff growing on her. Clothes cover up a lot of things.
Okay, and I'll take the 20 and then we'll let the other one ride.
Owe you anything, Eddie?
$30.
Did you get all three of them right? What did you bet?
I bet that she would show up and that she wouldn't be perfect, and then I parlayed the two.
Okay. All right, Eddie got $30. You got 20. Okay. Dan didn't go on anything, right?
Actually, if you go that way, JD owes you 20 because he missed the parlay and the perfect part.
Yeah, that's right.
I still we're going to let the perfect part ride, so that as a result, the parlay.
Well, then we can't do anything yet because I don't know if there's anything wrong with her other than the fact that she's loud. I'd have to take her out again and find out. Dan, call her for me.
Call her.
I'm on the air. See this?
Yeah, I see it.
These work.
I know what they do. I know we're on the air.
All right. Come in here first, Dan. We'll do this, and then you can call her. Set up the date for later. See if she's available for tonight.
You can set up your own dates. Why don't you get Gavin to do it? He's doing everything else for you.
Gavin's got shows to work with. All he did was fill out my insurance papers and set up some kind of fence thingy. Have my fence looked at. All right, you got everything lined up here, Eddie? Here we go.
From the CBS studios in Dallas, Texas, here's the Buck 98 Pyramid. And now, here's your host, Russ Martin.
All right. Daniel and JD will be playing. We got two people on the phone. What could they win, John?
Wonderful prize pack. A pair of tickets to see the Mavericks versus the Rockets this Thursday night at the American Airlines Center. And let's see, 12 months bronze level web hosting service from birdbiz.com, the official web host of Live 105.3, the Russ Martin Show, and a Dr. Pepper t-shirt.
Did you run out of the Larry North stuff?
I grabbed one of those. No, I didn't.
Do me a favor, write this stuff down so I don't have to remind you every time.
Okay. And a month at any Larry North Fitness Center plus Living Lean's book.
All right. Did you mark the finisher? Is that it? Yeah. All right. Okay. I'll be reading off clues. It'll be up to you guys to figure out what the category is. Okay. And here we go. Category number 1. Tell Dan Lewis, no way in hell. Tell Ken Goldberg, no, and stop calling. Call block Ron and Don. Change the sound of the radio station.
Okay. Dan.
Go ahead, Dan.
What is on Gavin Spittle's to-do list?
Yes. Our new midday show, hire a new night show, and visit the hair club for men. Next category. Very subtle. Thank you. Car keys, jelly beans, Cheetos, half a pizza, a dog, lint, his stillborn sibling, pieces of his shirt that get stuck when he sits down, a bar of soap.
Dan,
go ahead.
Things found in Tasso's belly button.
What? A dog? Sorry, you got me on that one. Bar of soap.
I'm trying to figure out how you got it.
The lint in the Cheetos.
Oh, okay. Next category. They're all bits. Don't listen. Call your parents and see if you can stay out another hour.
JD,
go ahead.
These Russ says to his dates.
Yes. It's all fake. If you picked up your dolls, Abby wouldn't chew on them. It's the Batmobile. Speed Racer was on TV. Please, please don't tell Everett. Next category. How to screw up a radio career. I did, Mom, you didn't. How to cower down to the woman in your life. How to show your face in public even though you're a loser. Don't marry anyone named Laura or Mom. The proper way to hold a sandwich sign.
Oh, JD.
JD, go ahead.
Projects or books that Dan Lewis and Troy Channel could collaborate on.
Yes. Next category. Sit here. Watch TV. Cook dinner. Convince my kids I'm not that big of a loser. JD, go ahead.
As Dan Lewis says. To his family?
No, not really. Okay. Close. Deliver pizza because it's too cold for ice cream. Pull off extra skin tags.
Got it.
Beg my wife to stop hating me. Then work on Laura's to-do list.
Dan.
Dan, go ahead.
What are things on Dan Lewis's to-do list?
Yes. What's the score so far?
Right now, he's got 3. I've got 2.
All right. Next category. Hand wash mom's clothes. Scrape old skin off of mom's back.
JD,
go ahead.
It's on Trey Trenholm's to-do list.
Yes. Try and sell a house. Write angry letter to Tanted home product owner. Drink blood of virgin. Bang mom. Clean mom after banging her. Pray to God that he kills me and then goes to. Pray to God that he kill me and then go to sleep. Okay. Next one. Anything of value. Money. Anything that will fit in his pocket. Our wallets. Pens. Pencils. Paper clips.
JD.
Yes?
I should answer this one.
Things that Dan O'Malley steals from us. Or we keep an eye on.
Yes, close enough. Things we hide from Dan O'Malley.
There we are. Sorry, Dan.
Jesus. All I know is I came in and that brand new DVD player was gone. I didn't know he had moved it. I thought he took it.
No.
Next one. Styrofoam cup dispenser. A shoe shine boy. An ice cream vendor. A nickel polisher at the bank. A new medicine test monkey. Coffee refiller at IHOP.
Dan.
Go ahead, Dan.
Jobs Trey Trenholm's qualified to do?
Yes. We would also accept Dan Lewis. MILF.com. StopShaking.com. MeOnMom.com.
JD.
Go ahead, JD.
Websites that Trey Trenholm has.
Yes. HowToSellRealEstate.com. BlacksOnMoms.com. And MommyLikesToQueef.com. Next category. A stripper costume. Anal ease. Assorted rump plugs. Sweaters with the neck stretched out of them.
JD.
Go ahead, JD.
Things you find in JD's closet.
Yes. Oversized cowboy hats. A really scared monkey. A blow-up female doll. And a blow-up male doll. What's the score?
Thanks, Eddie. I've got 6. He's got 4.
All right. Let me see which one I want to finish with.
Oh, God. No.
All right. Next category. Lying bastard, you said you had talent. I should audition. I've been acting like I loved you for 20 years. You make me sick. Even Trey got another job. I hate you.
Dan.
You might think it's pizza, but it's the smell of failure. You make me sick. I wish you were dead. Yes, Dan?
What are things Laura Lewis says to Dan Lewis?
Yes.
You may think it's pizza.
The smell of failure. God. I do okay on the read, Eddie?
Oh, yeah.
Last category. If you would wait until I finish the clues.
Okay.
Clean your room. Stop shaking. You're making my toenails crooked. Yes, you're bigger than your dad. My feet hurt. Rub them. You don't kiss me as much anymore. Pasty, stupid, and shaky is no way to go through life. And and Grandma's coming to visit. It's going to be a Trey sandwich.
JD. Thanks. Thanks, Trey's mom says to him. Dan had 5. I had 7.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I won.
Oh, that would be Charlie that you were playing for.
Charlie's got a month at Larry North Fitness and the book, Living Lean. Also a Dr. Pepper t-shirt to wear while he works out. 12 months bronze level web hosting service from burpees.com and a pair of tickets to see the Mavericks, the Rockets, Thursday at American Airlines Center.
This is Russ Martin. We're back to the Russ Martin Show on the Alternative Talk Station, Live 105.3.
Caller, Dan? Optometrist? Yeah. I'd be home about 8:30. 8:45.
You wanted to drop by your house? I thought you said the second day you were going to pick her up.
I never said that, and I'm certainly not driving to Rockwall.
I think yesterday you said just the first date you meet for drinks, and after that you pick her up because you like the chase.
I don't like chase. Takes too much time.
So you're going to have her come to the house. Second night in a row, that's good. You really liked her.
Yeah. I finished working out at 8:15. 9 o'clock. Yeah. Let me know what she says.
You gonna have dinner, or what are y'all gonna do?
I don't know.
Oh, ask him.
What are you and Joy gonna do tonight?
Nothing.
What are you gonna do Friday?
For my birthday, I don't know yet. Probably nothing.
And you really don't want anything Friday?
No.
No party, no presents, no nothing?
No.
Because don't let it come and go and bitch later that we didn't do anything.
Please, if you want to do anything at all, put a donation into your foundation. That'll be fine. I don't really need anything. There's nothing I need, and there's
nothing that I need, but I damn well expect a birthday party and plenty of lovely gifts.
I know. You know, we threw you a nice little surprise party this year. Well, in a surprise, but as close as we could get to a surprise party.
Yeah, I know.
And lots of nice gifts. You still love your chair.
Yeah. So you don't want anything Friday?
No, I really don't. I really don't need anything.
Because my dad would do this and then bitch at me later that I didn't call or get him anything.
I'll never bring it up. It'll never come out of my mouth. I'll never bring it up.
Swear. Okay.
That was easy. All right. Got an email from a guy here. Hope you really don't trash the hot TV tapes because you said you were going to throw them away.
I am.
And you're not going to get them because that's a big chunk of history.
When was the last time that you looked at them? You can't look at them because we don't have broadcast equipment to go back and play them back. We don't have the ability to transfer them, and if we did, it would probably cost us $30,000 or $40,000.
I don't think so.
A 1-inch tape. Somebody sent me a cost on one. It was like $500 an hour. Whatever it was expensive to transfer. Well, see, the show is 22 minutes.
Right.
All right, so we could get almost 3 in the course of an hour transferred.
Mm-hmm.
But we did 150 episodes.
A lot of them are on the beta tapes.
That didn't make any difference. That's not
important. I bet we can find somebody in the television business, as many people as we know, that somebody will do this for us for almost free.
Very few people have the 1-inch players anymore.
33 does, across the way.
They have 1-inch machines?
They have a 1-inch machine. They have a couple of them left.
I thought you said they were gone.
No, at 39 they're gone. No, wait, it's the other way around. I can't remember. One of the stations has got one. You want me to ask them? Just to archive it on DVD?
Fine.
Okay.
Nobody's going to see them.
I don't understand why you don't want them aired. Everybody knows it was 15 years ago.
I know that. I look like an idiot.
You don't.
Even bigger so than I do now.
This guy said, granted, I was only 9 years old when it first came on in 89. He did knows when it came on. It was a show that I would never miss. Some people grew up on the Beverly Hillbillies and the Gilligan's Island. I grew up watching those shows and you. I was excited when you or Russ hit the airwaves on 105.3. Finally, I was able to hear the hilarious duo that I grew up watching on TV. Is there some way the show might be put on, that's what he says, DVD and sold, assuming that the transfer would be cost effective? He already asked that, and the money could go to the foundation.
I know what we could do with the money. It's just, I prefer it not to.
I'd gladly shell out some dough to see the ultralight fruit bombing segment again. I know that I'm just one person, but I'm sure there are countless listeners who would love to see the show. Thanks, Bob.
Whatever. Yeah, Mike?
Yeah, that's when I became a Russ Martin fan. That's how good they are. That's what separated you from all the other weasel DJs at the time. So you need to hang on to them.
All right, thank you.
All right.
We got really big friends at 39. I'll see. In fact, the general manager over there listens to the show and loves it. So I'll see if he can help us.
I'll go through and pick out stories that we could release.
Okay.
How about that? Because not all of them were stupid. And I didn't look bad in all of them.
Bad. It was 89. Everybody knows it was that long ago. You look fine.
There's no excuse for ugly.
You looked younger.
What does that mean?
It was 13, 14 years ago. So did I. A lot of fun in that show.
Find out what it'll cost to transfer them.
Okay.
And we'll see what we can do with editing them.
Okay.
Forgot what I was going to mention here. I guess I'll have to think about it.
You working out tonight?
Yeah, why?
You're drinking. You said not to let you drink unless you work out.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to put this up. I'll be back.
Okay.
Woo!
Studio's not that big. It's just not.
Somehow 6 feet.
It's like a long way.
Seems like a lot farther when you're thirsty. We got 14 minutes. You got anything else?
I got lots of stuff.
Well, what do you got?
Oh, emails out the wazoo. We never get to these. You like this one?
Do we need music for these?
Maybe one of the last ones. Not this one. This is just a question about a guy at school I like. We both have significant others.
Hold on a second. Yeah, Kevin?
Hey, whatever happened to Happy the Clown?
Oh, we're never going to finish that.
So more than likely, then none of this old television stuff will ever get on the air either, will it?
Well, Happy the Clown, we're going to have to shoot and edit to finish. The TV stuff's been done. It's been done for 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got more work doing the editing on the TV show than you have to do on the movie.
No. TV already has everything mixed down. No, thanks. But you know what? He's got a good point. I didn't think about this. We could take what we shot for Happy the Clown, because there were some really good scenes that we shot, and just go ahead and edit those segments down, since the movie's never going to get finished. Put them on the web.
Yeah.
Had the scene with you getting it in the butt from Katana.
Great. Please don't put that up.
I think that's one of the best, isn't it?
Yep.
Just the way that whole scene plays out, especially the kicker ending.
Then the Robin Wendy.
Yeah, where Robin and Wendy got naked. Or Wendy got naked.
Mm.
Yeah. We shot 3 or 4 different scenes, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
We shot enough to go ahead and edit some stuff down and put it on the web.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm sorry, go ahead with your email.
No, I probably should have had a question. The guy at school. We both have significant others, but he's been dropping a few sexual innuendos and gave me a long, steady stare in the parking lot last week. He's very confident, but do you think it's possible that he's dropping sexual innuendos because he can't seem to ask me directly for sex? And do you think he wants me to ask him since he's the one dropping the innuendos? Like, I'm bigger, when he was saying than a breakfast burrito I had the other day. So, he's basically coming on to her and she's stupid not picking up on it. She's just asking. They both got significant others.
Who's bigger than a breakfast burrito?
This is the guy that's hitting on her.
Do you read these ahead of time?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Just because you weren't paying attention.
I was paying attention. I was listening to the inflections. Then I asked him if I could bring school and, throw it back one day. JD, I know, so what's the question? He want to have sex?
Yes.
Yes. Why does it take that long to know if somebody wants to have sex?
Because it's a chick.
He's very confident. Do you think it's possible that he's dropping sexual innuendos because he can't seem to ask me directly for sex, or do you think he wants me to ask him since he's the one who dropped the innuendos like, I'm bigger than the breakfast burrito? Yeah. Why the hell would some guy compare his weenie to something you get at a fast food place unless he wants to have sex with you? That's stupid. Go ahead.
Is it possible for an audio of the best of shows to be sent to the soldiers serving in Iraq? The holidays are quickly approaching, and with recent events as they are, a little humor might help with the homesick feeling many are or will experience. I can provide you with mailing information if you decide yes.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. That's mother.
How many can you burn off, Eddie? Regular CD or MP3s, they say?
They didn't say. Audio of best of shows.
CD or cassette?
Well, I don't know. I said, I guess CD. I don't know.
Well, what did they say when you asked them?
I didn't call her. I didn't know if you'd say yes or no.
Why would we say no to the troops?
You normally don't like to send things out to anyone.
We've done that before.
Okay, then I'll call.
To the troops.
There's a phone number right there. I'll call.
All right.
I'll find out.
Find out what they'd prefer.
Okay. This is a good one. Dear Russ, just wanted to tell you how much you mean to me.
Music?
For this one, yes.
Hold on.
This is, look how many pages this is.
Do they want something?
No, not really. I kept waiting for the hook.
All right, let it fly.
Dear Russ, just wanted to tell you how much you mean to me. I felt like I found a new friend when you took over the morning show after KYNG went All Talk. I remember when you first bought your house and all the trials and tribulations you went through in order to get it. When your girlfriend, the Cameron Diaz chick, talked you into buying stemware that you didn't need or want and spend way too much money on.
That sounds like a soap opera.
It gets better.
Hang on, let me see. Keep going.
You made me feel like I was there for you on your birthday party when a crazy pimp lady showed up to collect her $200. Do you remember when JD was going to do the TV show and thought about leaving? I could tell that it was really bothering you because of your long friendship with him. I'm glad he didn't. You always seem to make me laugh when I'm down. I was so badly that I could have gone to the trip to Mexico with you on your birthday. I bet that was a blast.
How the hell could anybody remember all this stuff?
No.
Had they not brought it up, I would have forgotten about it.
I'm not even halfway through.
All right, keep going.
I can see you flopping around in the surf right now, pretending to drown. I truly believe that Dan did finger a girl in Mexico because of the way you said he would massage the girls in the office all the time. I felt so jealous when you met L.A. Lamont. I know that she seems like a sweet girl, but she isn't right for you. L.A. was a quick fix for the sexual need, but you need to be looking for something.
This sounds like something chicks would sit back and forth and talk about in the office about something that was on General Hospital.
We'd half done or more. I'm glad you stuck to your guns and don't just settle for anyone. I think the part about you that keeps me glued to the radio is that deep down inside, you're really the nicest person. All the events you do for Operation Kindness and more when you brought that little crippled kid a bike so we can enjoy as much of life as possible.
Somebody told me that little turd's dad was on Craddock's show the other day kissing his ass.
No.
Anybody else hear that? You get any calls about that where Cody's dad was on Craddock's show? I got 3 or 4 emails about that. I'm telling you, we're going back and getting that little crippled bastard's bike. Yes.
What would you do with the bike?
Nothing.
And for a crippled kid.
You need to pick out who you're going to stick with. Have a little loyalty.
No. The only reason he went over to Craddock's, you know why.
Well, because I don't know how they found him. Isn't it funny? Out of the 4-5 million people in North Texas, he's got to find the same crippled kid that we were working with.
Send him to Disney World.
And then they needed money for Cody's costume for Halloween. I sent him some cash over there for that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What was the costume?
He's a slug. You get it?
Yes. God. Walked right into that. There's more. When they moved you guys over to the new location, you gave your own studio. Given your own studio, I was so happy for you. It seemed like everything was going so good for Russ. Then, when Dan Lewis decided to leave, I couldn't believe it. He seemed to be the weakest link in the Russ Martin chain of success. I still, to this day, can't believe that he thought he could do his own show. I wonder deep down inside if he really hates you for being more talented than he is. Even though Trey never seemed to grasp all that was happening around him. I don't want to harp on Brumley's passing. It just goes on and on. But
if somebody were to come to me and go, hey, write something about the show for the past 2 or 3 years and have a nice, firm timeline, I couldn't do it. It just shocks me that anybody that this show, especially today, is anything more than background noise.
It isn't. I don't want to harp on the Brumley passing, but he had a great friend in you. Just want to drop you a few lines to let you know there are people out here who listen every day and enjoy what you do for us. Sincerely, Cynthia.
Is that it?
Is that it? 2 pages.
Does that scare you?
Yeah. Well, it's like that Don Sierra guy, or whatever we call him, that keeps the RussMartin.info site. That scares me. There's a lot of stuff on there. I'm in the room, but I don't remember. Don't say it.
I don't have to. You get it? He went into slug. God. All right, we need a break again for Liz Wild. All right. We'll be back.
This is Russ Martin.
Punch the console.
Why?
Because it hurt.
Oh, okay. Looks funny.
You didn't hear what I called it, did you?
Yes. It's not.
It might be.
No, it's not.
It hurt.
Yes.
All right, are we done?
I believe.
All right. Did you get a hold of the optometrist? She coming over?
I did, and she can't make it tonight.
Why not?
As I called her, she was just, I think, either in the middle of or just finishing up her workout. So she was really out of breath, and she just said, I just
she
can't
was.
tonight.
You know, how do you know she was working out?
I'm just going on what she told me.
Oh, well.
But she did say any other night this week she's available.
Busy.
What do you mean you're busy?
I'm busy.
You call a chick, you have somebody else call a chick at 6:30 at night and expect her to jump and run for you? Something you just met?
Mm-hmm.
You are out of your mind.
I am not.
You wouldn't respect her if she did come and jump and run for you. You would go, that's
I would admire her dedication.
Not. You would not.
Yes, I would.
You would not respect somebody that would jump and run call at 7 o'clock at night and just be at your house at your beck and call.
Can you just one time, be on my side?
No, not in this case. Because you're wrong. I am on your side when you're right. Okay, you're right. Well, take her out of your life. She's done.
She is.
You perfect woman.
I don't know if she's perfect. I haven't seen her naked.
She's right. She's perfect in every other way. And you obviously enjoy her company. You have 4 hours with her. And now the fact that she won't drop her life and run to you.
She make it sound like she had a date?
No, but on the other hand, she didn't explicitly say that she didn't.
Why did she say? So what did she say? She just said, I can't make it?
Yeah, she just said, I can't tonight.
And she didn't say why?
What's the difference? Why? What if it is a date?
I don't want her to have a date.
You're not dating her specifically.
Obviously, I'm not.
Clearly. You just expect too much from people.
I do not.
Yeah, you did.
She had implied that it was a long day.
Good for her. She'll have plenty of time this week to relax then.
You will not do this.
Yes, I will.
You're just saying
Take
that.
her number, throw it away. Don't shake your head at him.
Don't.
Throw it away. I'm not calling her.
But you didn't call her this time. Since when are you too busy to pick up the phone during the break and call her and ask her out? She knows Sherry likes you. She's not going to turn you down.
Oh, well. I'm very sad.
You're out of your mind.
I was looking forward to dating her through the holidays. Is that Ronnie? What's he want?
He thinks you're making a mistake.
Same guy ain't had no job in a year and a half.
Same one.
I must hear this. Go ahead, Ronnie.
Buddy, do not screw this up. You are looking for a reason to fail.
I am not.
The past 3 chicks.
I am not looking for a reason for anything. If she really wants to hang out, you know what? I even said something to her she's the one standing. I said something last night about us doing something tonight. She said, fine.
Well, maybe she's had a bad day. Maybe she's exhausted.
Well, then you call and tell somebody.
Well, if she had plans yesterday, she would have said, no, I can't tomorrow night. So
and she didn't say that.
She's just tired.
Oh, well.
You call and tell somebody, you haven't even called her. Call her and find out what's the matter.
I don't have to.
Why?
Because I don't have to.
Well, just do it.
Buddy, she's tired. She works all day. I hear that's tiring. I mean...
Stop there, Ronnie.
More information about the Russ Martin Show, email us individually. Go to russmartin.com to get answers to any questions you may ever have about the show. Get audio links and sponsors and more. Go to russmartin.info. To email us during the show, it's studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites, johndavidryan.com, eddieboyd.com, danantasos.com, gaillightfoot.com. For information on Craig Ludwig's charity ride, go to theluddy.com. And limousine service provided by Elder Limousines. Contact George at limogeorge.com. And the official site for us is live1053.
Is that her? Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Take that call.
I will not.
Take that call.
I will not.
Why?
What does she want?
She's called you.
I'm trying to find out right now.
All right, I'll wait.
Why would you take the call?
He's finding out. Dan, tell her if she doesn't drop whatever she's doing tonight and come over to my house, that's it. Stay out. Stay out of this. You gotta have a show power. It's laying the foundation for a healthy relationship in the future.
You're not.
Yeah, now. What's she saying? We gotta go.
She wants to talk to you, but not on the air.
I don't have time. I gotta go. I gotta work out, and then I gotta go home. Either she cancels whatever she's doing tonight, she comes over, or that's it. Tell her that right now.
Russ says either you cancel tonight, or that's it.
All right, then tell her I'm sorry.
She said that she didn't know anything about tonight.
Yes, she did. We talked about it last night.
He says you talked about it last night.
All right, sorry.
You're right, she is loud.
Yeah, I told you. She was talking louder than that at the table.
Yeah, get rid of her.
All right, she going to cancel or not? This is my last offer, and then I'm gone forever. I can see how this plays out.
She wants to talk to you.
Okay.
You can't pick up the phone.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Put her on hold. Yes?
Yeah.
You're on the air.
Okay.
What do you want?
You know, I didn't know anything about tonight.
We talked about this last night. I said, you want to do something tomorrow night? You said, fine.
I vaguely remember that, and it was early on in the evening. You did not confirm at the end of the evening, and then I didn't hear anything from you all day today.
Mm-hmm.
So I...
What is it? Where is it you're going tonight?
I'm not going anywhere.
So why is it we can't do anything?
I've just been working out, and I'm gross, and it would take me longer than that to get myself together.
I understand.
And I got like 3 hours of sleep last night.
Okay.
Really?
Shut up.
And
I'm sure when she got home, she had to unwind.
Yeah.
See?
No.
No, I did. I had to drive home, and then I just couldn't get to sleep.
Well, you know what? If you're all grimy and stuff, why don't you come by the house and take a shower?
You know, it's like after 7.
I understand that, but I have to work out for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
We can shower together.
No, we're not showering together.
Come on.
No.
Last chance.
Last chance for what?
I have to go.
Sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
Sweetie.
Hmm?
You don't want to do
Yeah, I did.
that. Sweetie. Come on.
You decide. I'm going to be home at 9 o'clock. If you're not there, I understand.
You know, I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't.
You're absolutely not damned. If you do.
Yes, I am.
All right, well, then you decide. You've got plenty of time to think about it. I have to go work out now.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, dear.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
What?
You.
What?
Why are you doing that to her? She was tired. She wants to go home.
Good.
She came to your house last night. Why don't you drive your ass to her house tonight?
Rockwall's too far.
It's the same distance both ways.
Not for me.
You got a point.
Thank you. All right. We got one last bet before we go. Did she show up tonight?
I'd say no.
Eddie?
I'll say yes.
I'm going yes. Dan, you want some?
This one's harder than yesterday.
JD says no.
No. I'm $20 on no.
Eddie says yes.
Say she'll call, but she won't come by.
I'm serious. If she doesn't come over tonight, that's it. We're not going out again.
Why?
Because we're not. She and I talked about last night about getting together tonight.
Normally the end of a date is when you set up the next
I don't know
plan.
when we talked about it, but I know we talked about it, and she just admitted that it happened. Thank you. Which one you want, Dan?
Do you think it'd be possible the two of you compromise and meet somewhere again?
No.
Okay, then I'm going to say no. I'll take $10.
Okay. Dan says no. JD, $20? Mm-hmm. How much, Eddie?
10.
I'll throw down 50. 50 Russ. 10 Eddie. How much did Dan say? 10?
10.
All right. There. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yes.
All right. Did you finish the plugs?
Yeah, we're all done.
All right. The Liz Wild Show is next. Bye.